So is Tim.
But did you do money signs?
Doug?
Well, I didn't have any money.
Nothing's changed.
I did on my computer printouts.
You did?
Yeah.
You did? That's good. That's good. I don't know. I just think that, do you think that he's the answer in Cleveland? Not that there's any answer in Cleveland?
We're not going to get into that.
The choice of a lawyer is important and shouldn't be based on an ad.
After a serious car accident, people have two questions. Why me and what now? Well, no one knows why you, but I'm Terry Crouppen, and my law firm Brown & Crouppen sure can help with the what now. Car repairs, medical bills, lost wages, pain and suffering. We're Brown & Crouppen, and we've got all those answers. All you have to do is call 222-2222.
Looking for the perfect spot for your next private event? Whether it's a baby shower, bridal shower, birthday party, or business meeting, Rosalita's has you covered. Enjoy the vibrant atmosphere in one of Rosalita's 2 exclusive private rooms with a customized menu that is perfect for your upcoming event. And if you're planning a date night, don't miss the lively mariachi nights every Friday and Saturday. Plus, Rosalita's gift cards make the perfect gift for any occasion. Come celebrate at Rosalita's, where every event is a fiesta. Learn more at rosalitascantina.com.
There's nothing more important than the look and feel of your home. So now's the time to make your home your retreat. Replace your tired old windows and doors with Marvin replacement products designed to improve comfort and efficiency. Fisher Window and Door Store, a reputable local company, will guide you through the entire replacement process. Their experts will help you make the right choice for your home, and they'll measure, design, and install your new windows and doors.
Hi, I'm Jim Fisher. Since 1941, the Fisher family has provided you with quality American-made building products, including Marvin Windows and Doors. Come visit one of our showrooms in Brentwood or East Alton, and let us help you increase the value of your home.
Bring that distinct sense of quality to every room with Marvin. Visit Fisher Window and Doors' huge newly remodeled showroom in Brentwood or Fisher Lumber in East Alton, Illinois. Quality and comfort starts at Fisher Window and Door. Online at fisherwindow.com.
Ready to step your game up to the next level? 5P Academy is the place for any high-level 8 to 18-year-old football player. Based in O'Fallon, Missouri, we have national travel, 7-on-7, and flag football teams with professional coaches. Pre-registration for our 2025 season tryouts in November is open now. Come be a part of the championship-winning 5P family. For more details, email info@5pacademy.com or call Dustin at 314-440-8457.
This is Eric Conley, the founder of Illinois Recovery Center. At Illinois Recovery Center, our substance abuse treatment goes beyond mere recovery. It's about reclaiming lives filled with purpose, joy, and connection. Our dedicated facility is more than just a place of healing. It's a beacon of hope for individuals seeking to reintegrate into society and thrive in their work, family, and community roles. Our team is ready to help. If you or someone you know wants more information about the Illinois Recovery Center, please visit IllinoisRecoveryCenter.com.
Thinking about selling your home, but not thrilled about going public? Check out Compass's Private Exclusives with Jeff Lotman. With Private Exclusives, your home is shown to a select group of serious buyers. No public listing, no days on market, just real offers from real people. Their network connects you with top agents and qualified buyers, so your home gets the attention it deserves without all the fuss. Selling your home can be simple and stress-free with Compass Private Exclusives, because your home is special. Call Jeff Lotman, your Compass agent, today to find out more, or visit the Lotman Group online at JEFFLOTTMANN.com.
This is wide receiver Luther Burden III. Come support NIL and get a quote from my friend James Carlton.
Thanks, Luther. That's right. For every quote you mention, Luther Burden III will make a donation to NIL on your behalf. Getting a quote is easy. Just go online at carltoninsurance.net. Call or text 314-961-4800. If you have drivers under the age of 25, if you're seeing rising rates, give us a call or text us 314-961-4800 or go online at carltoninsurance.net. Let's keep the momentum going.
Hey, this is Tim McKernan, and I am here with Seth Goldcamp of Design Air Heating and Cooling, and I have been a long-time Design Air client. What separates you guys from everybody else?
It's becoming more common for companies to just get their foot in the door. They try to come up with different ways to upsell. They try to see how much they can make off of a customer, as opposed to, hey, we're in there to do a service. We're going to do it well. We're going to do it for a fair price.
I don't know how many emails I have received from our listeners who experience the incredible customer service Design Air Heating and Cooling provides. It's Design Air Heating and Cooling, online at designairservice.com.
Biggie's Restaurant and Bar has been a staple of the community for over 30 years and is serving your favorites like the steak sandwich, waffle fries, and so much more. It's not just the food that's rocking. With a full bar and patio, Biggie's is the perfect spot for lunch, dinner, and a little laughter. Biggie's original hours are back. Open 11 a.m. till midnight, Wednesday, Thursday, and Sunday. And 11 a.m. till 1 a.m. on Friday and Saturday. Check out the full menu at biggiesrestaurant.com and stop in today.
Your tired old kitchen right now, it needs a facelift. It needs an upgrade, and Kyer and Thompson can do it. They've been doing it since the 1950s. Their employees have more than 160 years of combined experience. Carolyn Beard and Bob Stride have been there as the owner for more than 20 years, and they're looking to hire some new lead contractors. So if you're a contractor of some kind and want to work for an outstanding company, this is it. Kyer and Thompson is hiring. Almost everything with Kyer and Thompson is right there in-house. You don't need to go to 5, 6, 7, 8 different places to remodel one room. It's all right there. With Kyer and Thompson, you got the countertops, appliances, lighting, flooring, hardware, plumbing, electric, all right there in-house. They have their own carpenters, their own specialized contractors such as licensed electricians, plumbers, tile and drywall installers, and floor guys. Contractors you can trust. These are guys that get it done better than anyone else in town. They do absolutely first-class work. Kyer and Thompson is on Manchester and Baldwin, next to Uncle Bill's Pancake House. Kyer and Thompson, come home to quality online at kyerandthompson.com.
KPN-TFM HD2, Collinsville, St. Louis. This is TMA All Day. Rise and shine, St. Louis. It's the Brown and Crouppen Morning After on KPN-TFM HD2, Collinsville, St. Louis. At the Morning After STL on YouTube and on TMASTL.com with Tim McKernan, Doug Vaughn, Iggy Strode, and Action Jackson.
707 in St. Louis. You're listening to TMA. It's presented to you by Brown and Crouppen. Welcome to the Munganess St. Louis Acura, Munganess Burkhardt Alton Toyota. 7 o'clock hour. And we really want to focus on the phone calls again today, Doug.
Oh.
We got none yesterday.
Okay.
And so we're going to focus on them again today. Kyer and Thompson phone line, 636-9004 TMA. Text in Schaefer Door Company. Text inbox 314-881-TMA5. Email in for the Design Air Heating and Cooling email today. I'm going to go into the YouTube channel now.
Okay, it's a struggle, I know.
YouTube.com/TMASTL. And Jake Reynolds is in there. Of course he is.
Oh.
Message of positivity to start today's show.
I always like that.
Morning, boys. I miss hearing the cat giggle. Skelly is the greatest thing since Tim was born. Have a great day, boys.
Gosh.
Jake Reynolds.
The skeleton is the greatest thing since Tim was born. Really?
Now, Jackson, you're shaking your head like Adam Wainwright.
I think there's a lot of wonderful things on this planet.
Oh, my gosh.
But
Now,
any of
another
them-
message of positivity.
Any of them since Tim was born?
Yeah. September 27th, 1976. It's my birthday, and it dies.
Probably a handful of things. You know, licorice has gotten a lot better.
Wow.
Yeah.
Doug, you probably
Didn't
didn't
see
have
that coming. Didn't see that one coming.
You know, cable television. But I think
Cable news specifically.
Ideally, yeah, and local news. And I just don't think the skeleton is way up there.
Top 10?
Top 15. You know, I don't like to take the attaboys when it comes to the skeleton because I also don't want to take the hatred.
Right.
You know? So I would rather jettison the love if that means I can also jettison the hate.
I see. You're just going to lay low with this one.
Yeah, just stay in the middle.
He doesn't read his press clippings, is what he's telling us.
Do you go through the newspaper and cut out your clippings, put them in a scrapbook?
You know, my dad did when I think we were at KFNS talking about gone burgering. Mm-hmm. And the day I was born, since my mom worked at the Post, I was mentioned in Jerry Berger's article, and my dad clipped it out for me. And I think I showed it to Doug.
And you were going burgering.
I was gone burgering, yeah.
I was in Burger's column once.
Okay, the rest of the story, please.
Make it about me now. No, I don't.
That's the self-aware hijack.
If you thought, I'll admit it. If you thought you saw hometowner Kenny Strode forking pasta this week, forking pasta with Thai Babylonia, you would be correct.
That was it, just a little one-liner?
Yeah, I guess somebody saw us having lunch. So
wasn't it all one-liners? Wasn't it just like a little Larry King column?
Yeah, something.
For the most part, with a clever little turn of the phrase.
Yeah, forking pasta.
There's the humble brag. That's from Nick Ebmeyer in the YouTube chat. Doug, he's in there with 98 folks who are waiting for us to start today's program. Isn't that great? They want to see us.
Fabulous, yeah. And yesterday, which was an all phone call show, we had no
Correct.
phone calls, which makes it difficult to cover 3 hours.
We really didn't. Someone call in?
No, Licks didn't call in.
That's right.
No, that's right.
think
He
so.
scheduled 7:50, but then he had a call and he couldn't call in.
So we got shut out.
Yeah. Yeah, it hurts.
The skeleton is great. I'm so glad I basically have memorized the Swopes Picks Janie the Lesbian episode because it has played so much recently. Oh, and now here we go.
See,
this is why you don't read your press clippings, Doug.
This is why I don't want to even take the appreciation for it because what's to come behind.
But you really only have that one press clipping, so maybe you should go back and read it every now and then.
Yeah.
Just to refresh yourself
I
with the
bet it
glory
is.
days.
Sure.
Nowadays, you're lucky if you're not in Burgers or you're not in Caesar's column. You don't want to see your name in there.
Why is that?
Yeah, it's usually something bad.
Oh. Okay. Well, it used to be a thing that you cut out the newspaper every time your name was in there, if it ever got in.
Hence the term clippings.
Yeah.
You probably did that at Kirkwood.
No, but I kind of wish I had.
Yeah.
Because I had a friend who cut out every little thing that he was ever in. He's got a huge scrapbook of, high school blurbs in the paper and everything. It's kind of fun to go back and look.
Jeremy
Macklin. No, it was not Jeremy Macklin.
Vaughn fires in 11 points.
That would have been a rare article.
You weren't filling it up like that?
Well, not very often. A couple times, but not on a regular basis.
Morning, fellas. I had a wonderful evening last night. I informed my beard that she is lucky enough to be married to the social media correspondent for an HD2 radio program. She rewarded me with a hand down my backside while holding up a picture of a certain khakied smoke show anchorman in front of her face. That's from Doug's prison wallet. And, he was named TMA social media correspondent. I get the sense he knows about all the fan pages and Reddit threads, and I don't know what else goes on.
No.
Would you say Twitter tweets?
I suppose there's some there, too.
Back channels.
Back channels, thank you. 4chan?
I don't know, 4chan. Are people still using 4chan?
They still use Tigerboard.
Then they're definitely using 4chan.
Are there some smoke-filled rooms where there's TMA chatter?
Like the men's card room at St. Louis?
Probably not.
Yeah, that probably wouldn't be where it would be going.
No.
I don't know, but if there are, Doug, we have Doug's prison wallet to tell us about what they're talking about regarding us on 4chan and Tigerboard.
Yeah.
So he's kind of the 21st century Jerry Berger.
Yeah. He goes burgering.
Mm-hmm.
There is kind of an opening for that now. Someone to kind of
gossip about what's going on in St. Louis.
Yeah, what's the haps?
Yeah, people are always interested in that. They're interested in other people.
Gossip.
Yeah.
Especially in, as Charlie Tuna calls it, Petticoat Junction.
Right. One of my favorite articles ever in the Post-Dispatch was Bernie's Bits, when Bernie Miklasz would do that, just a line
He still
here.
does it?
Oh, yeah.
No, is it still?
Yeah.
Burn, baby, burn.
Right.
Big fan.
Yeah, those are kind
I
of...
haven't read in a couple
kind of
weeks. I've kind of detached myself from the ball club.
The ball club.
They're 2 games over 500, and they're mounting a Sunday charge.
3 in a row over those Pirates who are giving quarter.
They are giving quarter.
Jordan Walker hitting a little bit. I guess that's a positive.
Kind of a unique development last night in Major League Baseball. You got to be paying attention to be aware of it. But the Mariners were getting ready to cut into the wild card standings up there in Seattle, Doug, taking on the Bronx Bombers.
That's funny.
And former Cardinal Randy Arozarena at the plate in the bottom of the 10th, trailing the Pinstripes by a run. And while he throws his bat down the third base line with Julio Rodriguez down there, and, well, Rodriguez had to dodge the bat, and he kind of jogs off. But it turns out there was no foul ball, and so the Yankees threw down to third and tagged Rodriguez out. The Mariners go on to lose and miss a golden opportunity to cut into the Twins' wild card lead. Oh, they are sad in the Pacific Northwest.
Mm-hmm. Nice recap, Vin.
Yankees clinched last night, right?
And the Yankees go to the playoffs, along with 11 other teams.
Brewers clinched, too.
Yeah. Did you see? I saw Bob Uecker was in the post-game celebration last night. Randy Arozarena over the weekend, he got 3 pitches. On all 3 of them, he stepped out of the box.
I saw that.
Stepped out of the box while the pitches were being thrown, all 3 balls, and then on the 4th one...
Just stood in there for a fastball down the middle, and how do you do?
And
Gone!
Crushed it. It was awesome. It was so cool. I was like, damn, if you just wouldn't have gone IG Live. That fateful day in Atlanta.
You think that's what did it?
Yeah.
I'm sure it played a role. Yeah.
Didn't help. It certainly didn't help the situation.
But the Brewers have really had a pretty remarkable season, considering the fact they lost their winningest manager ever to the Cubs.
Yep.
Then they traded their ace to the Orioles.
Yep.
And then Woodruff missed the whole entire season with a shoulder injury.
That's right.
Yelich was leading the league in hitting when he went down.
And that's right.
Hasn't been back. They lost Devin Williams for the first half of the season. These are very best players in their manager. They lost them all and just skated away with the division.
They have like the fill-in guys, like the guys who you plug into the gaps between the stars, just be great. William Contreras being a prime example.
Yeah. I'll tell you this. There's a chance that they finish as one of the top 2 teams in the National League and get a bye, which will then cause them to lose the next series.
Right, that's what you want.
They're screwed.
But, Doug, I've got a Tigers-Brewers World Series.
Major League Baseball is salivating. Be freezing cold during the World Series.
Yeah.
Both those are outdoor stadium. I guess is Milwaukee retractable roofs, right?
Yeah.
Let's do some show prep, especially before balloon party.
Prep.
Jackson ranked the 4 hottest NBA coaches on yesterday's balloon party, and all hell broke loose.
Yeah, I did.
Why would you do as
Well, the biggest issue was he didn't name Nick Nurse as one of the top 4.
He doesn't do it for me.
Are they supposed to do it for you?
No.
He had Quinn at number 3.
I did. I actually had a buddy kind of debate me on that yesterday. He thought Quinn should have been higher up.
Who's that? Sweet Kai?
Unnamed.
Who's he coaching for? Utah?
Hockey Wingy?
Yeah, Atlanta.
And who was first? Who was your...
J.J. Redick.
Really likes him.
All right.
And then Spoelstra second. Mark Dagnow.
Does that seem kind of creepy? Don't you know you were the only sports station in America who did that yesterday?
You don't know that.
You don't know that, and B, just yesterday. I think we're late to the party. I think guys already did that. Win sweeps.
Oh, really?
Win sweeps.
Were you going to do that with every sport now?
I was thinking about doing it with the NHL. I just have to do some research.
You got to.
I know Drew Bannister. I don't know if I can name another NHL coach.
Really? Like if I said, I got $100 sitting here for you. You got to name another coach in the National Hockey League at 7:18 in St. Louis on Thursday, September 19th.
Okay, Craig Berube.
Nice. There you go.
Nice one.
Yeah,
good one.
See, it's amazing. You can do that. A guy can say, let's name the 4 hottest coaches in the NBA. But if you said, let's do the 4 hottest WNBA coaches, you get in trouble.
Doug?
Oh,
I'm not sure you can name 4, but...
Can we name any?
No.
Okay. Well, yeah, you probably would.
I think Indiana. I think her name is Siles.
Scott Skiles?
Boy, he could pass the rock.
He can shoot, too.
Yeah, he dish it.
I watch every game of theirs, and I can't remember her name.
Nice hottest coach list, pal. It was all conks, you racist. You don't like that cake? That's from B Money. Yeah, I was wondering about
How'd that feel?
I tweeted out from one of my burners, very interesting list this morning on at 101 ESPN.
It's a whiteout.
I tagged Jackson in there.
Hold on. I'm finding out. Hold on.
Uh-oh, he's going to find out that somebody is biracial.
Yes, Eric Spoelstra.
He needed that.
Take that.
That was big. It's like the Mike McDaniel play.
Take
from
that.
the day before.
That's true. That's right.
Yep.
Can't catch me.
So you're in the clear now, I guess.
Eric Spoelstra.
Otherwise, you would have had to resign.
Dagnow is he's foreign.
Jackson, what happened to Balloon Party yesterday? The podcast wasn't up. That's from Poopy Butt McGilly.
Nice. Yeah. Wow. I hate
Real
to disappoint
mature
him.
name, you
Busy day yesterday, Sound Story, and then we did QFTA right after. So I put it up around like 1:30, 2 o'clock-ish, which is usually quite late for what I usually do. So apologies, but it's certainly up. I wouldn't just not do my job.
No, that's not.
We had our fall gathering yesterday with the staff, so...
What is a fall gathering?
Fall time is here.
You have to enjoy yourself sometimes, and if the podcast's a little late, so be it.
I was not. I was doing
Jackson at a Sound Story. We had QFTA, Doug. So the fall gathering. Jackson, you were focused on what, and why would you like to apologize to Poopy Butt McGilly?
I was doing other parts of my job that deterred me
Very
from doing.
suspicious. Ranking hot coaches is what you were doing.
I was doubling back. No, I'm sorry, but it certainly went up. I don't know what to tell you.
And he had to do my job. I had to. I was on the committee to help set up, so I had to leave to go set up the fall gathering, and Jackson had to do the.
What did you set up?
Jackson had to do the live spots yesterday.
What did you set up?
Just the food and tablecloths and stuff like that.
And where do they hold this?
I didn't know how to get there. It was out by the lake.
The lake.
City Place 3, I think it is.
That's barely a pond.
Yeah, I didn't know how to get there. I had to stop 3 times and ask maintenance workers where the lake was, and Jackson told me where it was, and I still couldn't find it.
Yeah, well.
The guy who does nothing says if it's late, so be it. Wow. That's from Sex.
Yeah, because he had other things to do.
Sex.
Some days are busier than others. That's just how it goes.
And some people like things.
If you didn't listen live, that means you're not listening right away anyway, so what do you care if it's up at 1:30, 2 o'clock, 2:30? You're going to listen to it eventually.
Sex, you can call in. 636-9004-TMA. What a treat it would be if I got a text from Chairman Kurt saying sex is on the line.
No, these people don't call in. They just sit there and bitch on the text line, but they never call in.
Gosh.
Call in, big man.
Call in, big man.
People have told me I look like Spoelstra, which is awesome because now I know Jackson thinks I'm hot. That's from Tracy Woodson.
Gosh.
Okay, that's nice.
He's been coaching a long time now with that team.
I think
2010?
I think he is the second most tenured NBA coach.
Is it 2010?
I don't know the years.
And he replaced Pat Riley? I mean, they've had real stability down in Miami. Your thoughts?
Oh, well, down in Miami, they've had some real stability because he's been there since 2010.
Pat Riley is the best mind in basketball for me right now.
Okay. And Popovich is the longest serving coach, no doubt?
He's the longest tenured.
Yeah.
Steve Kerr, third. Then Michael Malone, fourth. And that's like 2015.
The players run that league, not the coaches.
Drink is the third most tenured coach in the SEC.
How about that? He's in his 5th year.
That's hard to believe.
Yeah.
If you had to rank hottest coaches of all time,
nice.
Would Pat Riley be number 1?
Like Lakers Day, Pat Riley?
Yeah.
Young Slickback?
Slickback.
Yeah. Yeah, handsome cat.
What are we talking about right now?
The fact that they canceled Winning Time and didn't let Adrian Brody get into head coach Lakers, Pat Riley is such a shame. He would have killed that.
I have words for Biff. He's not ready for the fire I'm about to spit. That's from Mr. Licks.
Okay. Biff takes a hit.
What words? We waiting for it?
I don't know. I just read what's in the prompter.
Okay.
Well, I just can tell you this. They're not happy in the Schaefer Door Company text inbox.
Instead
about a wide variety of things.
Right. Instead of talking about NBA coach hotness, who's our hottest listener?
Eric in Central West End is a handsome guy.
Wow.
Boy, quick with that answer.
How do you know him?
I met him. He came to one of the pre-parties for the Dotem. I shook his hand. Taller guy. Handsome.
You like a taller man?
If I have a choice, if I have my druthers.
Yeah.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah.
You know, I would prefer taller than not, but I don't discriminate based on height.
Yeah, spicy wiener's attractive.
Nice, Doug. You get 2 more listeners to
We're really
rank.
doing this. I was kidding.
Don't ask for it. You mess with a bull, you're going to get the horns.
Not to call Jackson and Iggy, but the Balloon Party podcast did not push to Overcast. That's from John Cusick.
I gotcha. I'm figuring out the...
Why is it so hard to get to Overcast?
I don't know what Overcast is, if we're being honest. I assume it's another podcasting platform. Why one would use that over the other ones, I don't know.
What's your favorite podcast platform?
They don't really have a platform.
That's weird. Well, I'm going to fix that right now, is what I'm doing. I'm literally doing it as we speak, so...
Weird that I don't have a
Stand
favorite podcasting platform?
No, I don't.
Weird that you never got this to Overcast as you were expected to.
I struggle with multitasking, Doug, so if you could just give me a moment. One thing at a time.
Okay.
Morning. In bed, do you ever guys poke your wife in the back with your boner in hopes to get something started? Does it work for you? I'm shooting at about a 0.7% conversion rate. That's from caller Buzz. He won the Milagro Tequila Listener of the Month in June of 2023. Milagro Tequila, sponsor of the Listener Month. We got one coming up here in about, 11 days. And you can be the TMA Listener of the Month, TMASTL.com. Buck Swope, very critical of Jackson's process that gets to the finalists for the Listener of the Month. Yeah. I feel like there's a Swope's picks coming.
Well, he is kind of the conscience of the show.
Swope.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like how that's Jackson's what process. I send you guys and you vote. That's it. And I vote too. We all vote.
Yeah. Well, many don't like the process.
All right, balloon party. Anybody who had issues with the balloon party yesterday, it should be rectified now.
Was it user error?
No.
Oh boy.
No, it would have been our podcast platform was acting a touch funky yesterday. So now I'm actually going to check on the QFTA episode to make sure that everything is good.
And all these problems were mainly due to the fact that you went to a party at a fall festival that sounds like something in a Hallmark movie.
I didn't go.
No.
Fall time is here.
Yeah.
It's an incredibly user-friendly podcast app. I would highly recommend Jackson give her a shot next time you rev up a pod, boy. That's from Dogtown Time.
I'm pretty...
Two-time, back-to-back, defending Fan Page Club champion winner.
I'm pretty loyal to Apple unless I'm listening to something from The Ringer, then I use Spotify.
Yeah, the fact that I just use my iTunes podcast app, does that make me a cuck?
No, the Apple Podcast app is great. I use Apple Music, too.
But then why would somebody choose Overcast? Stitch?
I don't know about Stitch. I don't know why. I don't know what the difference. I like using Apple because it's all like I use Apple Music and Apple Podcasts because it's all like in the interface there. But for like Ringer content, I use Spotify because they're owned by Spotify and it's just easier.
Now, do you have to pay for that?
Not for Spotify to listen to podcasts. You get a bunch of ads, but it's okay.
All right.
Guys, Swope's just pissed because he dedicates his life to this show and he hasn't won Listener of the Month yet. That's from Mr. Licks. I would imagine he had to have.
He has.
Right?
Yep.
Tim, get your boy in line. It's from the Hunchback of Uncastle. Who's my boy?
I guess Jackson.
Jackson?
Mm-hmm.
Where am I out of line?
Well, this Overcast thing has really developed into a situation.
But I just admitted that something was wrong with the... So it would have not just Overcast. It would have affected all podcasting platforms. The good thing is,
I could see Tommy putting his finger in your chest at about 11:01 today, just so you know.
I have such a boy chest, you know. Like it's like just so... There's nothing... There's no
concave
no peck
almost.
there.
Yeah.
It's so boyish. But I forgot what I was saying. I can't multitask.
Full episodes are always available on the respective YouTube pages.
That was exactly what I was about to say. It's like
listen to that chairman,
like
Doug. He's the chairman of podcasts.
Parasite in my head. Yeah, the good thing is now because we're on YouTube, you could go back. But I know if you're like driving home and you like listening to Balloon Party and you drive home, YouTube is not the most conducive way to do that. So I try to get it out to all the listeners on every platform. I failed to do that yesterday. Hand up, my bad.
You like when somebody says hand up? I do.
Well, I don't know.
I think Tron Carter always says that on No Laying Up. Hand up? Or is it Solly who says it? Does Solly say it?
I don't know.
Apple Podcasts is the Grint of podcast apps. In the end, they're all just coming down to user experience. That's from Dogtown Time.
Yeah, that's...
So I'm using Grint.
Whatever you're most comfortable with. Like, I just started using Apple Music in 2016 when it launched because it popped up in my phone that you could start using Apple Music and streaming every song, which was a major moment in culture.
I prefer YouTube so I can stare at Doug while I finish on the toilet seat at the same time my prairie dog pokes. That's from the Doo-Doo Man.
Yeah, we're just not going to go there. Doo-Doo Man. The Doo-Doo Man has been suspended. He's been suspended a period of 2 days' time. His name, as we speak, is going into the IllinoisRecoveryCenter.com suspension logule. No, it doesn't feel very good to have something like this happen. But that's designed to not feel good, to curb your behavior.
How about this? This is a development because I know the IQ test is coming up. Good morning. I'm the TMA Reddit moderator. Can I take part in the IQ test? That's from the Benton Park Po' Boy. Chairman Kurt, that could be a replacement for gluten-free Perk or Iggy's withdrawing also. Who else was? Oh, Orson Woods Wacko's daughter?
Yeah, she's out.
Yeah, I think she's getting some cold feet. Perk is in the wind.
What is Perk is in the wind? What does that mean? Perk is in the wind.
She just goes off the grid from time to time. Or just ignores me. One of the two.
You've been ghosted.
Yep. Story of my life.
It hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
I'll be fine.
Okay.
Hit me up, Perk.
All right.
I'm sure she's listening, just like other 25-year-old women throughout the area. A very proud moment for me last week. I mentioned to the wife that the seasons are changing. I asked her what time of the year we are transitioning into, and she immediately responded, ass-eating season.
No.
Guys, this show really does work. That's from Scott's Wrinkled Ballsack.
Fall time is here. Fall time is
What was it? Why does that producer Joe drop sound like he's on the Death Star?
Hold on.
Fall time is here.
Apparently, that's not Prod Joe, and that's Rick Pitino.
Really? Oh my God! Fall time. You never say wintertime is here. Spring. I guess you say springtime is here.
When do we
But the
turn
big one is fall time is here.
Sorry, time is out.
When do we turn the clocks back? This weekend?
First weekend in November, I think.
Oh, really?
Why'd you pronounce that with a D at the beginning?
It's college basketball
That's right.
starts up.
I just-
Very important games in November.
Yeah. Super important.
I think it was September.
Guys, Perk is done with you olds. That's from the Hunchback of Vaughan Castle.
Well, that could well be. Who could blame her?
Yeah.
Haven't heard from her since she saw the Speedo pic.
Yeah.
Oh, you think that did it?
Would you come back if someone put that in your face?
I'd be a little leery.
Yeah, it's kind of a deal killer, I would think.
Yeah, she knew I was kidding.
I don't know.
Yeah, I was a naughty little girl. I was.
Oh, brother.
Dillian.
Dillionaire, as Jennings would say. At Munganess, 7 o'clock hour sponsor, Doug, StLouisAcura.com, AltonToyota.com. That's where you go. You can text or call 314-252-0029. That number is going to get you to the muckety mucks.
Straight to them.
And you got a question, you got a request, just talk with Jamie Burkhardt, you talk with Peter Munganess, you talk with the wonderful people in the service department, such as Ryan Seiberg. They are the official automotive provider of TMA. They are the 7 o'clock hour sponsor on TMA. The official automotive provider of the Tim McKernan Show podcast. News-sode yesterday titled Rancid Seed. Is that right? Rancid Seed is up?
Yes, Rancid Seed.
Is it on Overcast, though?
Yeah, it's out on all platforms.
I decided that I was the rancid seed of my family because my two brothers, I think, are both over 6 feet tall, full head of hair, delightful human beings. And then my sister was all-state soccer, and then I'm doing this. And I probably should have been, like, on a Kleenex somewhere in 76.
Oh, gosh.
Hence the title, Rancid Seed.
The rest of the family is legitimate.
Right.
Well, they used to just say you were the black sheep. Now it's Rancid
Chris Farley,
Seed.
David Spade. Was that before or after
don't know.
Tommy Boy?
I didn't bring it up for that
After,
reason.
right?
Was it after, Doug?
I don't know.
Good or bad on goodorbad.com.
I don't know if I've ever seen Black Sheep.
We gotta get better with our library
know,
on there. And I'd really appreciate a monetization strategy.
I love Tommy Boy. Black Sheep was 96. Tommy Boy was 95.
So what's the answer?
Black Sheep after.
Nice.
Okay.
I was able to deduce that.
Doo-doo man.
Yeah. Janoris Jenkins tweeted Sunday, grab your toilet paper, it's time for the doo-doo man. It's so funny. And people keep replying, and he keeps coming right back over the top.
He is down on Daniel Jones.
So down on Daniel
I saw Brian Dable went over to talk to Malik Neighbors after the debacle at the end of the Commanders showdown.
Yeah.
And, I mean, I gather Malik Neighbors looked at him in a way that scared the hell out of him because Brian Dable just got up and walked away. And I'm like, this guy's got a game and 3/4 under his belt in the NFL. And he basically told his head coach to piss off.
Yeah. He's so clearly like way better than everybody else on his team. Like Malik Neighbors is sick, and he's got to be stuck with the doo-doo man and Brian Dable.
Doo-doo man.
In the toughest media market in America. Brutal.
Hi, John Cusick. I'm heading to Lincoln this weekend, too. Go Big Red. John Mardukas.
Oh.
John Cusick was not happy with Jackson for the Overcast app
Yep.
Yeah.
and is going to the Nebraska-Illinois game. That's tomorrow night, 7 o'clock kick, ILL.
Yep.
I'm looking forward to watching that.
How long do you think it is to drive to Lincoln, Nebraska? 8-9 hours?
I'm going to take the under because who was I talking with? Oh, Wellington. And was I talking to him on Monday or Tuesday?
I don't know. I don't.
And I go, oh, are you still in South Dakota? It must have been Monday because their event was in South Dakota. I think it was the Brian Henshin, they call it. And he goes, now I'm back. And I go, is that like 12, 13 hours? He goes, no, 8 hours. I'm going, okay, if we get to South Dakota at 8, then what do you think? Like Lincoln's like 2.5 from Kansas City? 2?
Yeah, I would think so.
So then we're talking 7? So South Dakota would be only an hour and a half from Lincoln? Hell, I don't know. I've been in Lincoln. I think I flew into Lincoln one time to go to a wedding in Kearney, Nebraska, Doug.
Oh,
Jamal Mayers was there.
If you were to leave from the Arch and head to Lincoln, it would take 6 hours and 39 minutes.
Wow, how about that? So therefore, it's only 90 minutes from Kansas City?
Looks to be, yeah.
Huh. Who knew? Not I said the fly.
Well, I sure didn't know this.
That's a fun fact. Well, now I get why some Kansas Cityans have a thing with Nebraska. Colonel really doesn't like Nebraska.
Well, what's wrong with Nebraska?
It says it's 3 hours and 4 minutes from Kansas City.
What the hell's going on here?
I usually flew, but there were 2 times I drove to Lincoln. It took me like 7 hours.
To drive to Lincoln? 7 hours? And you got it at 6 hours and 39 minutes. I mean, that matches, Jackson.
Yeah, it does. But I guess 3 hours from Kansas City, and Kansas City's what? 3 hours from St. Louis?
4. You'd have to really fly. I don't think you could do 3 hours.
Depends on what I-70 is.
You'd have to go 90, 95 miles an hour to get to Kansas City in 3 hours.
That's how fast you usually drive.
Now, maybe it's different if you're talking about starting in St. Charles or Wentzville as opposed to the city.
Well, go ILL.
Hey, guys, real talk. Kearney, Nebraska's a toilet. That's all, thanks. That's from Big Tuft.
What's in Kearney?
I don't know. I just went to a wedding there, and that was west of Lincoln, right? I went there in 2003.
Mizzou folks?
Yeah. Good time.
Sure.
Good time.
I've been to Omaha, of course.
What, College World Series?
College World Series. It's about the only time I was ever robbed.
You got robbed in Omaha?
I'm sure I've told that story. I did, at the Holidome there. Maybe robbed is...
Like stuck up?
Maybe burgled is better, because I wasn't there.
Yeah.
As soon as we checked into the hotel room, I mean, I hadn't been there an hour. I'm sure I've told this story, so the hatred will come. And I got a knock on the door in the hotel room, and by the time I could get to the door opened, and it was like 3 teenage kids.
Mm-hmm.
And they looked at me kind of startled and said, "Oh, we got the wrong room, sorry," and closed the door and walked away. And gullible me thought, "Oh, they had the wrong room," when what they had was the key to the place.
Oh, Bill.
So as soon as I left the room to leave to go cover the story or whatever, came back, they had cleaned me out of about $250, $300 in cash that I had.
Oh, man. Whew.
Apparently, that was back when people physically had keys.
Right.
And some people would take the key and go get a new one made at the hardware store somewhere, and then knock off a bunch of hotel rooms.
I never even thought about that, because now it's just all the key cards.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Omaha, Nebraska.
Creighton Blue Jays.
The Holidome. Yeah, got me.
Kyle Korver?
Boy,
I don't think it was Kyle Korver. I wouldn't recognize the guys in the police lineup, but I'm sure it wasn't Kyle Korver.
How about that?
Had that ready to go.
Did we ever find out what that meant when Peyton Manning yelled that?
Just his cadence. It's like when Dak says, "Here we go."
But that doesn't really make any sense, does it? Omaha?
It's just the part of the cadence.
But I don't like that. Here we go. I understand that. Let's go. Let's go get him. Let's go. I get that.
Well, Peyton Manning was always doing all those checks at the line. He was yelling at people, changing up the play, disguising plays for the defense. And so Omaha meant like, all right, now we're getting into the cadence.
It's cadence season around here, Doug.
Hard count,
But why
Doug.
choose the word Omaha?
All right, I'll get Peyton Manning on.
Thank you. He's going to be on Balloon Party. We'll move him up.
I had Eli set up for 9, but I guess
He's on the Hall of Fame ballot for the first time with 15. You think he'll go in for the first time Hall of Fame?
I think he should.
Probably.
You beat the GOAT twice.
Yeah, he's got a very high profile. That doesn't hurt.
Yeah, probably factors in, doesn't it? Should it? I don't know. Hey.
Yeah,
Doug, Schaefer Door Company has a pretty high profile, too, now that they're the text inbox sponsor.
Well, Jason Gosso has a high profile. You know what? He's hiring right now for his company.
How do you do?
So if you have interest in working for a terrific local family-owned company, check out Schaefer Door. Also, if your garage door doesn't work properly, or maybe you just like to get a whole new door, Schaefer Door is right there to help you out. They service all kinds of garage doors for service and new installs with LiftMaster. LiftMaster garage door openers are strong, quiet, and versatile. It's what you'd no doubt like to have if your garage door is not working. They say a lot of times, more often than not, the garage doors stop working on Monday morning for whatever reason. Schaefer Door has a Monday morning standby service for those doors that break over the weekend. They will get out there, and I mean they'll get out there lickety-split. Yeah. That's what they did for me. They got my garage door fixed. I thought I was going to need a whole new door because it's about 25 years old. Nope, they fixed it, just a couple little parts. They are not commission-based service techs, so they're not going to come out and tell you you need a new garage door if you don't need it. I didn't need it. They got me fixed up in black. Look at me. I could not be happier with the service I got from Schaefer Door, and you will be too. That's SCHAEFER. Their website is SchaeferDoor.com. Schaefer Door is a LiftMaster partner.
If you're interested in another website, after you go to SchaeferDoor.com, you go to JEFFLOTTMANN.com. Yeah, JEFFLOTTMANN.com. That's Jeff Lotman. And oh, Doug, look at this. 50 BPS. How do you do, huh?
50 BPS.
Yeah.
My
I mean, I think the projection was 25. But if you go 50, 25, 25, the projection for the housing market in the first quarter, here we go. And then you go, well, maybe it would make sense to get out ahead of it now. And I'm going to go to JEFFLOTTMANN.com. Yeah, JEFFLOTTMANN.com. Because I'm going to go buy a house. Because I have a feeling this housing market's going to increase pricing when everybody floods it. Yeah, flood my face.
Oh, well, it could be, because it's going to be a little more affordable with rates coming down.
That's right. But then if the price goes up, is it really? You see what I'm doing? You see this? You see these levers and pulleys?
I do. Yeah. I saw the lever and pulley system right there in front of me.
Simple machines.
Jeff Lotman, Compass Realty, and he's got Compass Concierge. You can take your home buying or selling experience to the next level, whether you're preparing to sell or want to enhance your new space. Compass Concierge has you covered. No upfront costs. Need fresh paint, new carpet, light renovations, home staging. Compass Concierge has you covered. Work with Jeff Lotman. He's been doing it for 2 decades in the St. Louis area with $500 million in sales. It's Jeff Lotman, JEFFLOTTMANN.com. Yeah, JEFFLOTTMANN.com. And think about it. Hey, we had the people in yesterday with the TMA Banty Brew, and big development now. It's not only at Salt and Smoke, but it's at Friar Tuck's in the 4-pack. I thought I saw some this morning. Oh, yeah, it is over there. Didn't think.
Yeah.
Jackson, you want to hold that up for the listeners who are watching? 250 people. Is that what's in the YouTube right now? Somebody will check with my nurse. 221. I apologize. There you go. You can see it. Somebody took a can to peel it off. But you get a 4-pack at Friar Tuck's right now. Just settle in, Doug. Watch Missouri and Vanderbilt with your mouths on our faces.
Oh. No, I'm going to go to the game, too.
Fight Tiger.
But I don't know that I'll be able to find Banty Brew at the stadium. I'll have to bring it myself.
You want a carpool? You can drink
Man,
all the
we're
way
all
up
going.
and I'll drive.
Oh. You're going up alone?
Yep.
Why are you going alone?
My dad gets up there ridiculously early, and I'm just not doing that, so I make the drive up by myself.
I want you to go together, and maybe Tim can go with you.
There you go. We'll have a bunch of people. You'll have to enjoy having a 7-year-old go with you.
Sprinter van.
I've hung out with him before. That's fine.
You have hung out with him.
I'm getting a ride with a friend who's also got tickets. So
Interesting.
Yeah, what the?
Interesting. A friend.
Sorry. Well, I don't know what else to call him.
Guess it's me, you, and the 7-year-old, Tim.
Acquaintance.
Yep, it sounds like it. Oh, Anna Marie will be there.
Oh.
Ew.
I know, girls.
Yeah. You can get rid of them when you get to the stadium, I guess.
A night game?
No, it isn't.
3:15.
3:15. Weather's supposed to hold for it, right? It's supposed to still be nice.
Yeah.
Is
I think there's a slight chance of rain, maybe.
Yeah. It's going to rain probably Sunday, I guess.
I know, I saw that. What's going on here?
Well, it's about time. Has it rained in the last month?
It rained,
barely.
Didn't it rain on
My yard
Sunday?
is bone dry.
Sunday.
My yard is bone dry.
I'm seeing high of 81, 50% chance of rain in Columbia.
On Sattersbat?
Yep.
Man. Bad bee alert.
Yeah. Brockabrellas.
I don't mind getting a little wet for these Tigers.
No. I don't want to sit in the rain.
Sucks.
Yeah.
Well, the run game.
Has the Colonel released his weather forecast? I know Missouri will be releasing their uniforms today.
Probably waiting for Pete Thamel's injury report.
Well, look at it this way. There's 50% chance it won't rain.
Yeah. How about that, Doug?
Deion Sanders.
Yeah.
That's right. I saw him arguing with a guy over the
Browbeating a
forecast.
reporter about it. I just kind of liked it. Over-unders at 53.5 in the Mizzou-Vandy game. If it's going to be raining cats and dogs, sniff a little under.
On which game? Missouri game? Or
Missouri
sniff a little under?
I don't know. Maybe.
What's the total?
53.5. That would have covered in the last game. And that was a game where they were airing it out a little bit. I don't know. Missouri's got a good defense. They got a good pitching.
We got good pitching. They got a good ball club.
Doug's banging a dad from Melville on Saturday?
No.
That's from the Hunchback of Von Castle?
No.
Mark Hann's from Melville.
Yeah. Oh.
He sure is.
He's a father, too.
He is a father.
Interesting. Oh, okay.
I don't know if he loves the Tigers, though.
File that away.
And engaged, right?
Yes.
Yes, he is.
Yeah, that's when guys really start turning to guys.
I thought it was during, 10-year-old Little League games, and the dads are behind the bleachers on the down low.
Well, that happened quite a bit from what we were told.
Chasing
Chairman
ball.
Stephen Wildwood said that happened.
It's like foul ball and two
Of all the
dads.
things I've heard on this show in 20 years, that one I think startled me and made me most uncomfortable.
What about when Jackie said she had no holes?
Yeah. But the fact that, married fathers who I would gather in their 30s and 40s were absconding to the woods to service each other.
They're not.
That's Chairman Stephen Wildwood, first-hand report.
He made it up.
If you're a kid watching maybe your brother's game and there's a foul ball, and you say, I'll go get it, your dad goes, no, I'll go get it. Comes back with another gentleman and announces he's divorcing your mother.
So you saw it, too.
No, someone told me that story. I was just relaying it.
You were regaling us?
Guys would hit foul balls, and there'd be a stampede out of the bleachers to go see if they could get it.
Look, I was young and I probably didn't know what was going on, but I worked the snow cone stand at Brentwood Park during other games. I never
Because
saw
you were naive?
No, I never saw two dads hook up.
No.
Maybe I wasn't looking close enough and I was young and I didn't really know what they were doing.
No, I don't think you missed anything.
What do you know about custard stands?
I know I like to eat there, but I don't know much about running one.
Doug, this show broke the story on, was it Tuesday? About the Ana de Armas Sydney Sweeney threesome movie. And we have more per Yasmin Hamada.
Oh, gosh. He's always on top of everything.
Sydney Sweeney and Ana de Armas are starring in a new film based on a wild, true story with a crazy threesome relationship. Helmed by the Da Vinci Code director Ron Howard.
God, that's what he gets credited with, this Da Vinci Code. Brutal.
The film is a 2024 survival thriller starring de Armas, Sweeney, Vanessa Kirby, Jude Law, Daniel Brühl. There's an umlaut, and I see it, and it just
Brühl.
all
Ask
hell
Tom
breaks
Newton
loose.
about that.
Yeah, amen. Felix Kammerer,
Yep.
Toby Wallace, and Richard Roxburgh.
Say it with some confidence. No one's going to know if you got the wrong name, so just say
Jackson would. He owns goodorbad.com.
Daniel Brühl. People remember him from the MCU. He was in...
From the MCU?
He was in a couple of the Avengers movies.
Doug, you love those.
What's MCU?
Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Oh, for heaven's sakes.
Bring that out on Balloon
You're
Party.
watching cartoons again, right?
Those are real people. A lot of CGI, but they're real people.
Oh, yeah. The computer-generated real people?
That's right.
No, there's real people in them, but there's also some CGI.
Mm-hmm.
God, people getting all excited for PG-13 directed by Ron Howard.
I don't know if is it confirmed PG-13?
I'm sure it is.
Well, there have been some great movies that are PG-13.
There's no nudity.
So what? You've never seen a good movie without nudity?
To be fair, Iggy, we have no idea if it's PG-13 or not.
I'm just going to guess. If it's a Ron
that's
Howard,
not
I don't believe Ron Howard has ever had any nudity in his movie. We're talking about...
Does that make all the movies bad?
No, but we're talking about two hot girls in a threesome, which isn't going to lead to anything.
A porno.
Well, don't waste two threesomes or two girls in a nice threesome when they look like that and they're not going to get naked.
It's all about nakedity with you, isn't it?
And this girl is... Maybe it's just the way Tim's reading it is hot, but...
Who are we talking about now?
The way you're reading it, this girl who's breaking down this movie about a hot threesome.
She's just a writer named Yasmin Hamada.
Mm-hmm. But it's hot the way you read it.
I think that's probably it. Let me tell you
Am I turning you on, bro?
I'll keep going.
Did Wilford Brimley get naked in Cocoon?
I don't think he
directed
did.
Cocoon.
No.
What about an Our House with Deidre Hall?
There might have been a buttle shot in that one.
Did you just say butthole?
No, buttle.
Oh.
Yeah. Because if you say that word, it's an FCC violation. Just so you know. Hey, Hey, porn brain, there's a whole world outside. That's from Juan from PP Corp.
Look, I know that, but we're talking about how hot this movie is going to be because there's a threesome.
I don't know if the marketing campaign has been come watch Ana de Armas and Sydney Sweeney make out.
I would.
That would get some pockets of America involved, but
every article we've read about it so far is talking like that.
I think that they're trying to run a play here.
Yeah, is it possible it's just a regular movie and there'll be a 30-second scene where the girls kiss each other and that'll be that?
I would bet that to be the case. Too.
Yeah.
Here's what they say happens. In Eden, de Armas assumes the role of the Baroness, a self-proclaimed heiress who has a three-way relationship with two infatuated lovers, played by Comer.
Oh, no. Just spit something out. We're not going to know the name.
Oh, Sydney Sweeney's not even part of the threesome.
Yeah. I'm mad as a hornet right now.
Yeah, I can see that.
Speaking of Vanity Fair, de Armas opened up on the, quote, out there role, describing the challenge of filming some scenes and the realities of playing a, quote, crazy threesome relationship. Talking about her eagerness to accept the role, de Armas said, I got a little scared, and I told Ron I was nervous because it was really out there. And then he was very supportive and excited. There was no question I wanted to do it. I wanted that challenge. Having this crazy threesome relationship and being a woman of opposites, either she's sweet and tender and fragile and nervous and scared, or she's absolutely crazy and dangerous. It was kind of finding that limit. What was the craziest I could get? How far could I go? I'm so impressed with her creative courage, Ron Howard said.
Yeah. I'm so impressed with the fact she'd do anything for the couple $1 million we're going to pay her to be in this movie.
Over.
I'll take the under, actually.
Really? Is this an independent film? One for me, one for them?
Yeah.
Aquaman, and what was the other one? Medellin?
I don't know.
I don't even know if it has distributing rights yet. It's.
Man, this is why I invested in goodorbad.com. The guy sounds like he knows what he's talking about. The issue is I just haven't seen a pro forma.
I'm looking at the Wikipedia, and it's all through Ron Howard's production company. So
I just got a text from Buck Swope to my phone. There was nudity in Ron Howard's Night Shift, where Michael Keaton and Henry Winkler ran a brothel out of a morgue.
God, I'd like to see that movie.
How about that?
Okay.
Henry Winkler and who's the first actor?
Michael Keaton from Mr. Mom.
That's a great
Schooner Tuner people.
It's a great one.
Martin Mull and Jeffrey Tambora, who would later play Hank Kingsley, and of course the delightful Terry Garr.
Mm-hmm. Eden dated.
Remember that whoopee? The whoopee? Remember the whoopee?
I don't think so.
Guy wouldn't get rid of his whoopee.
They sold the distribution rights to Amazon Prime Video. Okay. I don't know if it's dated yet, though.
Guys, I like girls that like girls. Thanks. That's from Scott's Wrinkled Ballsack, but not his wife.
Come
It's
on,
from his
Scooter.
wife. Could have changed everything for my birthday. Mm-hmm. It's impossible for one of the adults on the show to bring up a movie without St. Louis's creepy uncle asking if there's nudity in it. He's a skeezy old perv, but he's our skeezy old perv. That's from Arbor Day.
Well, would you rather see Sydney Sweeney naked or with clothes on?
Well, if the movie's good, she doesn't have to be naked, does she?
I'd rather have nudity.
Yeah, no
I
kidding.
enjoy watching girls together.
Oh.
I really think it's the only reason I'm watching Euphoria again, because it's the most depressing TV show I've ever watched.
Yeah, it's pretty tough.
Just because there's a naked scene or two? You know, you can get that other places rather than depress yourself by watching this hideous show.
I know. I just forgot how depressing it was. I know I enjoyed it, but then I said, God, it's like 3 straight episodes of Zendaya just being stoned out and drugged out of her mind for 3 straight episodes.
Oh, that sounds entertaining.
Yeah, not really.
No.
So this threesome is, are those 2 gentlemen, Jackson?
Yeah. Yep.
So this is the more popular?
Yeah, it seems to be. But I haven't seen Ana de Armas in some in a while, so I'm excited for it.
Or is she just like going out with 2 guys? I mean, is that what we're talking about here?
No, I don't think this movie's going to be fun. Like, this is going to be like, it's a survival thriller. I don't think this is going to be like a real dalliance.
They keep talking about this threesome relationship in Sydney Sweeney and Ana de Armas.
Yeah. Because
that's
so I
what's
feel
gonna
like
sell the
it's
movie.
I feel like it's a bait and swing.
Yeah, it's
Sure
like
it
when
is.
Glenn Powell and Sydney Sweeney had that rom-com, and they're like, oh, are they
Did
together?
you go to see Glenn Powell and Sydney Sweeney because
No.
you thought they might be together?
And they're so clearly not. Yeah, that's a
It's a
tale
big
all time.
tease.
Yeah, it's a tale.
First of all, it's not even Sydney Sweeney in a threesome. Now it's 2 dudes.
I love this old man. Really pushes through the depression knowing there's some milkers on the other side of the hill. It's a modern-day hero. It's from Juan from Peepee Court. Milker's on the other side of the hill, Doug.
What exactly does that mean?
You'll have to ask Juan. He owns the PP Corp.
What do milkers mean?
On the other side of the hill.
Well, on the other side of this depressing 3 episodes, she's going to take her top off.
Oh. I guess, yeah, you followed it, didn't you?
Oh, yeah.
I guess that makes sense now.
In the director's cut of Saving Private Ryan, Tom Hanks and Matt Damon made out in a bomb crater while Tom Sizemore sat in a chair and pleasured himself.
I don't think so. No.
That would have been weird. Like, they're in the middle of that big battle, and Tom Hanks is like, come here, Private Ryan.
You just see people in the theater looking at each other with their hands up.
You know, they made
what just happened?
I'm pretty sure they made a porno after that called Saving Ryan's Privates.
Was it hot?
I have no idea. I just heard that they made that.
There's nothing better than crying while you touch yourself in Section 8 housing. That's from the Wilmore Park bathroom.
You ever cried while touching yourself?
No,
It's not Section 8, is it?
It's close, I think.
You think your apartment's Section 8?
I don't know. I'm not getting any benefit if it is. Raise my rent to give everybody else cheaper rent, I guess.
Well,
I don't cry during it. It's a depressing euphoria. It's depressing, but I'm not crying during it.
It's not the most fun watch. It's a good show, though. I like Euphoria.
Apparently, Kara Blake is calling in, and she's a girl in the YouTube chat.
Feel free.
It is a big phone call Thursday. Kyer and Thompson.
Clear the lines.
Yeah, 636-9004 TMA. So Kara is going to be able to get through now?
It'll be tough. Call in, big lesbian.
You don't know that?
Oh, I thought
but
she
it's a
was.
dude, but...
Oh, yeah.
She said she was pure lesbian the other day.
Yep.
New shirt.
In the YouTube chat?
Yeah.
I'm sure that's real then.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Glenn Powell has a hot body, topless. Woof, woof. That's from Eric at the Central West End.
Yeah, it's been a big year for Glenn.
Doug, how do you like Glenn Powell's body?
What is he in?
He was in Twisters, and he was in the movie called Hitman, directed by Richard Linklater, that came out on Netflix.
Is Civil War any good?
Yeah, I liked it.
Oh, I thought it was terrible.
It's on Hulu now. I can watch it, I think.
I enjoyed it.
Or maybe Amazon.
I thought it was the stupidest concept.
You don't like dystopian concepts. You've always said that.
It was just so predictable and so stupid. Like, where are you from? Missouri? Okay, you can live.
Nice.
Where are you from? California? Bang! Right in the head. Shot him dead.
Why didn't you just say Missouri if the other guy lived?
Great
Just everybody
writing.
say Missouri.
Super movie making. Wonderful.
Jackson, is it good or is it bad?
It's good.
It's horrendous.
To me, but some people like things, some people don't like other things. I thought it was good.
It's just an excuse for violent movie making. Is all it is.
Aren't war movies like your favorite movies?
But at least they depict things that really happened.
Not all war movies are real wars.
Most of them.
So this is a fake Civil War movie?
Yes.
It's not about the Civil War.
No, it's
about civil unrest in America. And
but it's not
country being divided.
It's
now.
not politicized. There's no like California and Texas are united in this movie, and they couldn't be further apart politically. So that kind of tells you that they're not really trying to make this about modern politics.
Yeah, they're just trying to make movies about violence. That's all it is.
Kirsten
It's
Dunst.
a way to show people getting shot and that kind of.
Of course, Libby Jack would like the left fake news propaganda Civil War. That's from Eric in the Central West End, who you named as our most attractive listener.
It's literally not.
You guys are going to hate F.
No modern politics at all. Like, it's not a woke left movie.
Eric in the Central West End,
It
says
must
it.
be so tiring to do that all day.
To do what?
His whole thing.
Well, you're getting kind of upset with him now.
It's just so dumb.
How are you guys going to go out if you get along like this?
I think he's a very attractive man. It's just must be tiring. No, Doug, to your point, some people like things, some people don't like other things. It's preference.
When I went into it, also the first time I heard it, I thought, "Oh, this is going to be the North against the South," kind of a.
Oh, you thought it was actually about the Civil War?
The first time, but no. By the time I got to
asked.
the theater, I knew that it wasn't.
Okay, gotcha.
But
Yeah,
the premise sounded interesting, but the movie was so poorly done.
I wouldn't know unless you just told me that. I thought it was about the Civil War.
I did too.
Right.
originally.
It's about a modern Civil War. I'm trying to see where I ranked it in this year's rankings. I have it 5th. Right?
Do you actually have rankings?
Gosh.
Yeah, on Letterboxd.
Look at that.
Tim, your money's paying
Yeah,
off.
now I'm starting again. If we could just get $1 of revenue, I'd feel like there'd be something going on.
Well, I'm doing this on someone else's platform, too, which is not really helping our money-making schedule.
Now we got to have a board meeting soon. We just have to. Just have to.
I just think a good movie should make you think a little bit, maybe inspire some emotion. This had none of that. This was none of that.
To you. I think there was some of that.
What do you have at number 4, Jackson?
I have The Bike Riders with that Austin Butler.
There you go.
Woof, woof.
I'll pay you for that. So you
$1 revenue just came in.
Oh,
just made your
first dollar.
Look at that.
Frame it.
There it is. First dollar for goodorbad.com.
You know what we're going to do? Because we're philanthropic.
Yeah,
right
go
to the Megan Meyer Foundation.
Oh, my goodness.
Go ahead and frame that. Put it up.
Right to the Megan Meyer Foundation. Return to sender.
So you're a nonprofit?
No. We're for profit, but we have no money.
Oh.
I'll take that back because I really don't have any money to spend.
That dollar's going to get you through the day?
Yeah.
Hey, guys, I think Jackson finally cracked. That chair will do it to you. Eric from the Central West End did it. That's from the Kansas City Gray Sexual.
No, I'll be all right.
You're back.
Yeah, we're rocking. Doug, to your point, I would not watch Civil War again. Just because I didn't think it was a fun movie to watch. I would never watch it again.
It's stupid.
I did enjoy it.
Really bad.
I got a recce from goodorbad.com of good for holdovers, and it was good. That's Chairman Steve in Wildwood.
Yeah, confirm. Holdover was great.
Holdovers were great.
Last year was such a good movie year. This year has not been that, but yeah, you can't.
It's not award season yet, though, is it?
No, it is not. It's not. It's not. But it's just last year was so good.
Are you looking forward to Joker 2?
No, I didn't like Joker 1.
Is Lady Gaga in it?
Mm-hmm. And Joker 2, yeah. No, I mean, I'll watch it, Iggs, but I didn't think Joker 1 was good at all.
I liked it.
There's another one that was depressing.
Yeah, another depressing one. But
It's just Taxi Driver, but a corporate taxi driver, which spits in the face of Taxi Driver.
I may go see that one at the theater.
Yeah.
Anyone else think that posting to the fan pin that you won $20,000 on a daily fantasy game is diabolical?
Diabolical? That's a heavy word.
That's from Jackson's lone wispy pube. Well, I don't.
Who won $20,000?
I don't know what.
A guy posted last night. I think he was doing a daily MLB, and he finished first, won $20K.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that. You're happy.
Doug, define diabolical in the context of this text.
I'd say mean-spirited and
mean-spirited.
evil.
Really? Wow,
Diabolical.
that's quite a term.
Is that what that is?
See what the characteristic of the devil, or so evil as to be suggestive of the devil, disgracefully bad or unpleasant.
Mm-hmm.
Well, if you're describing
daily
page,
fantasy sport, daily fantasy sports winner, call in.
We're going to have to really clear these. We got Kara Blake.
Yeah, Kara Blake.
Mr. Lick still owes us a call.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And now...
Yeah, this is a phone call Thursday. Kyer and Thompson, ROI season.
Yep.
I wouldn't think that celebrating a $20,000 win in DraftKings is necessarily diabolical.
No, he's happy. I was excited that I almost won 500. Ended up winning 40.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So now you can pay Jackson for some of his movie
No,
critiques.
it's exciting when you win money in
Number
these
3.
things.
Running the board turns bright-eyed boys into bitter old men. Jackson will be gone within 18 months. That's from the Hunchback of Von Castle.
No, I ain't going anywhere.
How about that? Blake Baker.
Yeah.
Burn that fan page down! All those losers need to leave this universe. I'm talking to you, face painter. That's from Caleb Mandrake's stepdad. Who the hell's a face painter now?
I don't know.
People painting their face on there?
I don't.
Gotta support the team. Yeah, I don't. Is anyone face painting?
I guess we'll go
I
see
just
what's
don't
doing
know.
on the fan page.
Well, the fan page is
Apparently, it's
lovely.
diabolical.
It's it's tame. It's just mostly guys talking it over.
Mm-hmm.
Like Mosaic, figure it out. And
Nice.
then like Kevin Miller posting his crotch. And that's about it.
Oh, his crotch?
Well, like it's usually got like a quick trip hot dog next to it.
Oh.
I think Kevin Miller is really funny.
Looks like somebody's asking for tickets to the Missouri game.
Doug, you got him.
Somebody just typed the number 77. And then a Cheesecake Factory menu. Hey, man, this stuff's great.
Gosh, I haven't been to the Cheesecake Factory in years.
Was that 9 pages long?
Cardinal Cowboy, I'm just scrolling through what I see. Oh, there's the picture. Doug, you take a look. We did QFTA. Look at my picture from Afton Athletic Association. By the way, did you notice it says All-Star
Oh, wow, you were an
You notice those man breasts I have?
Yeah.
What the hell's going on there?
Did have a nice rack for a kid.
Did you think that he's choking up too high?
Yeah, what do you think about that?
No, you were a little slap hitter.
Yeah, punching Judy.
You were a Judy.
I don't see
How old
any.
were you there?
10.
Someone said you looked like you.
Fourth
Like a
grade?
young
Yeah, it said
you.
I look like you. I didn't see it, but I considered it to be a wonderful compliment. Look how hot I am. I mean, especially with those breasts.
And hair.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, it's cut right across.
Yeah,
the old barbershop in South City.
Straight line.
I don't see any. I see something about there was a shooting at Ballpark Village.
Really?
I thought a car crashed into a building.
Ooh.
Well, that's different, isn't it?
I don't know for sure, but that's.
I would think we
what
would
read
know about it,
somewhere.
right?
Yeah.
Steve, call in.
There were 4 people shot and 2 killed last night. I don't think
At Ballpark Village?
I don't think it was Ballpark Village.
There's a picture of a bunch of peanuts. There's
Is that from my house?
the Miami Hurricanes taking the field. I don't see the
You're almost
I don't see
there.
the
Keep
face
going.
painter. Oh, this really is Jason Whitlock tweet.
I tagged you in it in case you got a notification.
Okay. Let me take a look here. D'Angelo Hopkins mentioned you in a comment. Oh, this is the guy who won the money. And why did he post this?
Is he diabolical?
Well, I didn't know if there's a TMA
Yeah,
fantasy.
Oh, because he had
happy.
Gritchick in the lineup, so he asked if he could hot tub with Doug and Gritchick.
What?
So then I say that's diabolical.
why is Randall Gritchick diabolical?
No, because you posted it to humble brag you won 20 grand, but somehow turned it into Doug and Gritchick in a hot tub.
Wow, Iggy, 5th level, Phil Ivey.
But is that really diabolical?
Yeah, is that of the devil?
No, it's not.
Diablo.
It's kind of weird.
No, it's a humble brag. It's not diabolical.
We finna be rich.
That would have been better.
What's why is this guy a face painter? What's that mean?
I don't get the face painter thing.
I don't get
that at all.
The face fan page.
I'm still caught up in the Whitlock tweet.
Fan page people have their own
Breakdown
names for everything.
Yeah, I don't know.
Jesus with the Hurricanes posts. What does that mean?
I don't know. The Hurricanes are back. The U is back.
Guess who's back again. Shady's back. Tell a friend. Guess who's back? What 2 adult film stars are in that music video? That could be our balloon party trivia today.
Yeah, it could be. So that would have been like early aughts.
Aughts.
Is one of them? Do you mention one of them a lot?
No, and I'm actually trying to think of the second one. I know of one of them for sure. Guess who's back again.
He wakes up in bed with both of them.
He was having the less popular, which we thought Ana de Armas and Sydney Sweeney are having, and now it's just 2 guys.
Neither of which are Daniel Bruhl or Jude Law.
And that makes you unhappy.
Sucks. But this is late period Jude Law.
Do you like that late period
I don't
Jude
care
Law?
for it.
This is like talented Mr. Ripley Jude Law. Hubba.
Julianne, one of them.
No, I bad guess though.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of people that are in their
Once I say it, you'll be like, oh yeah,
late 40s now.
Nina
Julianne's in her 50s. Nina Blackwood never did adult, as far as I know. If she did, Iggy would know.
Nina Hartley is what I meant to say.
Nina Hartley would be trending at that time a little on the older end because she was. What was she? How old was she? She did.
I
Wet
don't
Pink?
know.
32 when she did Wet Pink.
She was in Wet
Who
Pink?
stole it?
Nina Hartley.
Oh.
Yeah, absolutely. I think she was like the one with the lipstick that brought it to the pool. And then once these women put this lipstick on, they were flat out lesbians. I gotta ask Janie if that stuff's legitimate.
And how can you buy the company that makes it?
Exactly. I'd like to acquire a company. We're gonna liquidate goodorbad.com so I can acquire.
And where's the tape?
Lipstick company.
Yeah, and I just like the VHS from '92.
Well, thank you. Appreciate it.
Oh, there she was.
That's Nina Hartley, and there's Nina Blackwood. Jenna Jameson, and I don't know the other one. Was it Kobe Ty?
Kobe Ty? Is that one name or 2?
2. Ty being the last name.
Got it. Was she spelling it like Bean?
Yes.
Okay.
Bean?
Kobe Bean Bryant. Ooh, get off the old Hubbard Wi-Fi.
Oh, gosh.
The Hubbard Wi-Fi is bad? Oh, because HR violations?
Yeah.
gosh.
The Miami Hurricanes post need to stop. They didn't change the game. Also, can we stop saying diabolical? And no, they're not happy.
No.
It's in the 636. Sasha Gray, good guess, no. Is it Kobe Ty?
I typed in Kobe Ty, and it was just all pictures of Kobe and Ty Lue. So I'm looking for the real Slim Shady music video, porn stars. Feel some shady porn.
Doug, we're just going to let it breathe.
Yeah, no,
Just
I think
stop and listen to you scroll your
Jenna
phone.
Jameson and Kiana Dior.
Really? Kiana Dior?
Yep.
Gosh, that is a shocker.
Yeah.
But Sasha Grey has been in a Eminem music video.
All right. What was that for?
That was for
Just going to let it breathe.
Spacebound, which was on the 2010 album Recovery.
Okay, there you go. If you're looking for something for Sports Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
It was right after
Yeah,
Adrian Grenier proved he can't act.
Wow, Adrian Grenier takes shrapnel.
Wait, somebody in an adult movie proved they can't act?
No, Adrian Grenier starred as Vincent Chase in Entourage, season 7. Sasha Grey was his girlfriend, and he proved to the world that he stinks.
All right.
But what about when he was Anne Hathaway's gentleman caller in 2006's Devil Wears Prada?
Yeah, that was like the last big movie he ever did.
Wow, Adrian Grenier just taking shrapnel. Well, good news, though, Doug. Pure Lesbian is on the Kyer and Thompson phone lines. Good morning, Pure Lesbian.
Hello, hello.
Hello,
Lesbo. Just to say hello to Doug.
Wow, Doug, you are huge in the lesbian community.
I am, yeah. Thought about becoming one myself.
I think it's a great decision, Doug. I think you should.
Oh,
nice. Are you the one from the YouTube chat?
I am. Hello.
How'd you find this show?
My cousin lives in St. Louis, and I actually have family that worked with Doug a long time ago.
Really? Who's that?
Meredith from the news station.
Oh, Meredith Baxter Burney.
Okay, yeah, Meredith Baxter Burney. Yes. Sure.
So, yeah. So, here we are.
Yeah, small world.
Oh, you're a different one than the one that's in the... Are you Savannah?
No, I'm the other one, Garrett Blake.
Well, somebody says I'm here waiting. Hopefully I can hear. And she's a girl, too.
I don't know.
How many lesbians we got on the phone lines this morning?
Well, maybe Savannah is one, too. Hello, Savannah.
Are you interested in playing the dating game with Savannah, who's probably
I
a pipe
would
fitter
love
from... So you're a single lesbian?
I am.
And you live in somewhere other than St. Louis?
New York, yes.
Oh, brother.
Oh, tiny. You in Manhattan this morning? How are things?
Brooklyn, but I wish I was in Manhattan.
But you can see the skyline from your apartment.
Oh, most definitely.
Oh, and Jackson says it's a brownstone?
Probably Brooklyn.
Oh, no, I'm not that fancy.
Oh, all right. Up and coming lesbian.
Yeah.
Up and coming. I'm a baby gay still. Working on it.
What's a better lesbian scene, New York City or St. Louis?
I'm guessing New York.
Really?
I had to take a guess there, yeah.
Yeah. Hate to hear that.
No, don't count us out.
Now come visit. I'll come visit.
Okay.
What's your type? And then we'll try, with the number of female listeners to this show, we might be able to set you up.
Looking for a femme.
Doug, she's looking for a femme.
Femme.
Mm-hmm.
When you hear about tribbing, are you like, nah, I don't think that's really going on? Thoughts on like Katy Perry and what Doug was at Doechii and Katy Perry at the VMAs, and they were out there scissoring, and Taylor Swift seemed to like it. What do you think?
You know what? I go for it. You know, if they want to. I don't know if it's super popular within it, but I will support it, and I'll imagine it happens.
Nice. Look at that.
She has to imagine it happens.
Yeah, so that means it happens.
Imagine it's not happening.
Don't say
Just
that.
close your eyes and think really hard about it, and yeah.
I have no problem with that, sister. None at all. None at all. So because somebody who used to work with Doug, Meredith Baxter Burney, who played Mrs. Keaton in Family Ties.
Right.
Not that Meredith. Different one. Producer on News Channel.
Mm-hmm. Oh, producer for Sports Sunday.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Then you said, I can't get enough of Doug, and I'm here in Brooklyn. I'm a lesbian, and I'm bored, and I need to find out what my cousin's former anchor is doing. Oh, he's doing HD2 on YouTube. I'm going to watch the program, and now I'm going to interact with all of these gentlemen in there.
Yes, I said I'm a bad gay. I don't know anything about sports.
You're a bad gay?
You
don't play softball or golf?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, how are you inside 100 yards?
What?
So what do you think of the program now that you've been enjoying it for how long have you been listening?
A couple of weeks.
You disappointed?
No, I love it. I'm learning a lot, and I think maybe I'll be a better gay after this. And I'm going to credit you guys
Clip that off.
when I'm good at being a gay.
What's the first step?
Yeah.
The first step is you got to know something about sports.
Really? You think when you
Yeah.
find this femme who's probably working on Wall Street right now, and you find
Yeah.
this femme, you think she's really going to be into like sports?
Yeah, I'm going to be like, Mizzou. And she's going to be like, oh, you know, Mizzou. And I'm going to be like, yes.
Kind of a
Send it
shallow
to Colonel.
conversation. But yeah, I guess it's a start. You got your foot in the door.
Just watch the WNBA. You'll be all right.
Yeah, what about that?
Liberty are great.
Yes, going into that, I don't know if I'm quite there yet. We're still on Mizzou. We're working on one step at a time.
Okay.
Baby steps.
Yeah, fair enough.
All right, this thing's starting to happen here.
I'm trying. Trying.
Are you thinking about moving back to St. Louis, where it's got a much more vibrant feel to it than New York?
Possibly.
Oh, God.
Maybe, but I don't think so. I kind of like the New York scene.
Really?
What field are you in as far as work?
I used to be a firefighter.
Wow, how about that?
Nice.
That's hot.
Yeah.
You like that? That's
Yeah, female firefighters, you damn right.
Wow, that's a kink.
Yeah.
Don't kink shame.
I don't. Well, I do sometimes, but not that one.
Not that one. Yeah, no. I loved it.
Seems like dangerous work.
Mm-hmm.
In New York,
But
you were a
everybody
firefighter?
likes firefighters.
Yeah.
In New
Nobody
York?
gets angry at them.
No.
In New York, you were a firefighter?
No. Back in Washington.
D.C. or Missouri?
Washington State. I've been all over. Got to keep up.
Okay,
Yeah,
don't
dude.
yell at us.
No, I do. I didn't know that you mentioned that you were from, you're from Washington State, moved to New York City, and listing a new HD2 show in St. Louis.
Yeah.
Doug, it just...
He's very
Yes, all
worldly.
over.
Very, very worldly.
Russell Crowe gif. I'm just trying to put it all together. All right. No, I mean, it's good. This is a cosmopolitan show, though.
It is, yeah.
Always have.
Yes, you guys are bringing in new followers from all over. Telling my friends in New York.
Yep.
So.
Well, here it
We're
is.
really big in the boroughs, are we?
Yes, Brooklyn likes you. I don't
Yeah.
know about the others, but at least Brooklyn.
Must have been the sheets.
Yeah, I think it always goes back to that Brooklyn and brick and mortar. Guys, ask her opinion on double-sided dildos.
Oh.
Thanks. That's from the Swing Haven board member.
Gosh.
Fair question.
You can't go wrong with them.
Is that right? Like, how do you get one, though? Because they're not probably at the grocer, you know?
You'd be surprised if they're easy to find here in New York. I don't know about other places.
Like kink stores? Are there kink stores?
Like the bodega?
There's a place right down the street from me where you can go in and get some stuff.
Isn't that great?
Gosh.
You just don't
I love
have
it.
that in St. Louis.
Get some stuff.
Like, there's that place right by Lambert, and that's nice, right, when you fly in.
What is that?
Hustler Hollywood? It's right
By
there.
the airport?
Oh, yeah.
Is that
Absolutely.
across the street from like the
It's right across the street from the airport.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
Dr. John's and Patricia's, you can get it in.
Siegfried's?
Okay.
Yeah, what about that? Liquid and
Oh, I
Lace.
bet they would, probably.
Yeah.
Call,
All right.
Call Charisse.
There was a place right by the old radio station. Remember?
Yeah, when we were above
Ground
the sex
floor.
shop. That's
Yeah.
right. Yeah, we've had it all.
Mm-hmm. All right. So what's your plans today for New York? What's a typical day like for you up there?
Nothing very exciting. I wish it was more exciting.
So you're just like hanging around in your place in Brooklyn?
Kind of.
Really? Are you looking for a job?
It's complicated, but
Interesting. I guess I
Yeah.
just stumbled on something there. I would get, let me tell you what you are. I would guess you're 28.
close.
Yeah. So I'm in that room. I'm within a 3-year delta, it sounds like.
I'm
25 to
27. Or I'm almost 27. I'll be 27 in a couple of days.
Doug, this is a young Washington State native living in Brooklyn with cousin ties to St. Louis, listening to our HD2 program via YouTube, and she's a lesbian.
It's kind of naughty.
What's naughty?
It's the
Nothing naughty about this.
No, absolutely not.
Now, we have listeners in the text inbox saying this is fake, fake, fake. I'm buying in. I think that this is all real. I don't know. Maybe I'm a mark. You know, I buy into the Swing Haven board member. Maybe if I want it to be true, I believe it. Yeah. You know, it's kind of like people with religion.
Yeah, I guess we could do what we ask of the people on the fan page, the 2 questions we ask on the fan page, and see if she really has listened over these past 3 weeks.
And what are the 2 questions on the fan page?
Kara, how do you listen to the program? How do you listen to the program?
How do I listen?
Mm-hmm.
I listen over YouTube.
Cool.
And I have your guys' app.
What do you think of the app? Jackson's taking a lot of heat for not uploading podcasts.
Yeah,
it's true.
I haven't gotten very good at the app. I just got it the other day so I could listen when I was walking down the street to get some Starbucks.
And can you name
But I liked it.
Can you name the members of the program?
Doug, Iggy, Tim, and Jackson. And I think you guys need to get a white hat. I would really like if you got a white trucker hat on your guys' merch.
That's a little fashion tip here.
She's 100% real.
She has absolutely.
Wow.
She just no doubted it.
Yeah,
We had
that's
a,
it.
We had a black one we could send you, but somebody stole it.
Somebody stole the hat out of the studio.
Yes, I know. We need to figure out who stole the hat.
Okay.
Yeah, she's real.
Still waiting for that one.
Yeah, Chairman Kurt's working on the investigation. Now, Saucy Jack says this is 100% Tucker.
No.
No, it's a female. She may not be lesbian, but she's a female.
Tucker can do a lot of voices. I don't know if he could pull this octave
Well, she
off.
didn't call in with any outrageous stories. She just said she listens.
And that she is lesbian.
Right.
People want me to ask her the J. Randolph Jr. series of questions.
Well, yeah, that's probably appropriate.
In a tribute to the late, great Jennings Randolph Jr., can you tell me what date Pearl Harbor was?
No.
Would you like to fire a guess?
We'll take the year. Take the year.
I'm not gonna. Nope. I'm not gonna get that one.
Okay. All right. I mean, a rare declining to answer.
What decade?
Nice, Iggy.
What decade?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't even know.
Do you know
not
what?
gonna even lie to you.
Do you know what war it was involved with?
Nope.
No.
Okay.
Boy, can we get her on the IQ test?
Oh,
Wow.
that wasn't pleasant.
What are you doing next Friday?
And wow.
Nope. Not gonna get you any on that end.
When is the last time you've been passionately kissed?
What do you mean by that?
Well, when I say passionately kissed, I mean your knees buckled.
And stuff.
And stuff. That's correct. That was important, Iggy. You're right.
Buckling knees.
Yeah.
Probably the last girlfriend. She was a big one. The Russian. I really liked her.
The Russian.
The Russian.
What was going on there? How did you guys meet?
We met on Hinge.
Lesbian
Gorgeous.
Hinge in New York, Doug. It's got to be a whole thing.
Gosh, I'm sure.
And she really knew what she was doing.
She knew what she was doing. Yes, she knew what she was doing.
Do lesbians look for
biggest
long
compliment I
fingers?
like
I was
that
hanging out with our caller, Janie the lesbian, one time, and she was attracted to one of my wife's friends. And she goes, oh, and look at her fingers. And I go, I don't know. And she goes, no, we look for long fingers. And I go, all right, now I kind of get it. Is that a real
do.
thing? You do? God, Doug, how about that?
God.
Gay hands. It's a thing. You look at the hands.
Because the longer the fingers,
Yeah, the deeper you can go with them.
How about that, Doug?
It's like being able to see what they're packing just when they're holding their phone.
So if you have big hands, you can be satisfying a size queen. Think about that.
Like Kawhi Leonard would be like the king of the lesbians. He's got huge hands.
Yep, think
What
about
kind of
that.
comment is that?
A good one.
Now, this Russian gal, did she force you to eat borscht?
No, she didn't. But
have an
I'm
accent?
sure if I had stuck around long enough, she would have.
No.
Does she have an accent?
She did. It was a pretty good one, too.
Is that you like the Russian accent?
I like the accents. And nurses. Scrubs. I like scrubs. I don't know what it is.
We got, I don't know if this gentleman knows you or not. It would be surprising considering you're from Washington State, now living in Brooklyn. Hey, guys, this girl's definitely a lesbian. I could tell as soon as she started talking. I would guess she's 5'7", 235 pounds, brunette, short hair, random tattoos that are spaced far apart, likes to wear button-down shirts with the sleeves rolled up, and most likely resembles Richard Karn. Richard Karn hosted Family Feud, didn't he?
Wasn't no? He was
on
in Home Improvement. He was Tim the Toolman Taylor's sidekick.
Al Borland.
Al Borland too.
Pure lesbian, is that accurate? Do you know MJ from the wealthy part of North City?
I don't. We're going to go 5'2", 87 pounds.
That's a good thing there.
It's like Tim trying to join the freshman football team.
That's exactly those had actually my depth chart. Height and weight. Short hair, long hair.
Long hair. Yeah.
You're a tiny little
Huge,
thing.
but that's it. Yeah, I know I'm tiny. I'm not huge.
Got a pick?
Look at my profile. That's me.
That was KG, not me.
Okay.
But there's somebody else saying they're you in the YouTube chat. Savannah. That's not you?
No, I'm Kara Blake.
Oh, all right. All right,
Yeah.
well, everybody's aggressively scrolling now.
So we've got 2 lesbians?
Yeah, this is great.
Wow.
Things are happening on this show.
Is that her or drop?
That was me.
Oh,
nice.
Is that?
I love it.
Well, Pure Lesbian, don't be a stranger. It's great to have New York representation. And what we're going to do is we're going to find you a beautiful femme lesbian. Would you like her to be in Brooklyn, or would you like some of that Manhattan money?
Oh, I'll go for the money.
Yep, there
No,
it
I'll
is.
go for Brooklyn. I'll go for love. Let's just keep it classic here.
Nice.
Yeah.
What percentage of women, now that there's not such a stigma involved with being gay or lesbian, what percent of the women out there do you think are lesbians?
93.
Or at least bi.
Nice.
I'm gonna go with a high percentage.
Can you please give me a number to use?
I'm gonna go with 95%.
95% of women
That's
are lesbians?
exactly right.
I'm gonna go with 95% of women are
Yep. I'll be
at
right
least
back.
curious.
So you shouldn't have any problem finding one, since they're like 9 out of 10 are lesbians.
No, but the problem is, like, I can go up to a woman and be like, "You're gorgeous," and she'll be like, "Yes." And I'm like, "No, I was hitting on you."
Oh,
but okay.
I wonder if we could take up like a collection on the fan page and bring her in for like maybe the year-end awards.
Because we've never seen a lesbian before.
She seems like she's sporting.
Yes, let's do it.
Would you like? I assume you've been here.
Yeah,
Unbelievable, isn't it?
I love it.
Yeah.
I have family in Winsville and I think somewhere else in St. Louis. But
Oh,
yeah.
is that right?
Yeah, the Wentzville Territories, as they're known.
You saw it all.
Yeah, yeah. Once you've seen that, yeah, very similar to Brooklyn. All right, well, we're gonna put a collection together to get you here for St. Louis for the year-end awards, Doug.
Yeah, it'll be like NIL.
All right, have a good one, guys.
All right, thank you. She's tired
Once
of
it got
us.
real, that'll do it.
Tired of us.
Literally had nothing to do today, but once we brought that up, that'll do it.
It's not like her voice changed in there too. Like,
so now you think it was Tucker?
There you guys. I don't know if you listened to the ending. It sounded different.
Is she coming into town? Get her in studio. That's from former fan page moderator Neil Allen Craig Paquette. Yep. Congrats to the new listener of the month. That's from caller Buzz.
Hope she likes tequila.
Yeah, probably so.
Pick up your
Probably
tequila
so.
pack when you come in town.
Somebody's not happy about her size. Her size does not match for a minimum for firefighters. I don't think it's real now. It's from the 314.
It would be hard to be a firefighter at 5'2", 82 pounds. That's a tough job. Those firefighters, that's a different breed of people that really just kind of want to help and be good, save people,
think you gotta
run
be
to danger and save people's lives and face that every day.
Yeah, I think you got to be an EMT before you're even a firefighter. I think you got to have both training.
Those are some of the best people among us all.
Yeah, couldn't agree more.
Great call, Tucker. That's from Aunt Peg. Great ball striker, won the 2020 Fan Page Club Championship.
If that's Tucker,
That wasn't Tucker.
that'd be.
Family in Wentzville, and she's unemployed in Brooklyn. I'm pretty sure I know what's up. That's from Mr. Licks. Doug, what does that mean?
up?
I don't know. Mr. Licks just implied things. I don't know what it meant implied, though.
I can text some folks in New York and see if there's.
See if they know her. There's only 11 million people there.
No, but see if they can find a partner for her.
Oh,
nice.
Because all my friends are her exact
What about
age.
Sweet Kai's fiance?
Cape Cod way. It's a little far. Plus, but Herb lives in New York.
Oh, well, here we go.
Herb lives in New York. He's 26, just like she is. Maybe we can find. He knows a lady that could enjoy Kara.
I'd say congratulations to the new listener of the month, but she's not one of Jackson's college buddies. That's from Big Tough. Wow, that's a serious.
I don't think a college buddy of mine has ever won the listener of the month. So
Big Tough, you can call in.
you should come with correct information if you're going to come at all.
Come correct.
Oh, is that right?
Tim, this lesbian better trib really well if she has no clue when Pearl Harbor was. Also, her voice fluctuated in a high tone when speaking of long lesbian fingers. That's from Scott's Wrinkled Ballsack, but not his wife.
Do they just not teach recent American history in school these days?
December 7th, 1941.
Oh,
I
look
know.
at that. Look at that. How about that, Doug?
Well, they do, I'm sure. It's different. But how can anyone not know, just in general, what war that it was in?
Yeah, I don't know about that. That I don't know about. There's some people, some things, I don't know.
I think everything she said was accurate. 95% of women are either bi or lesbian.
That seems like a high number to me.
And that's great to see that people are now comfortable with who they really are.
Well, that part's great, yeah. It just seems like the number is still a little high.
No, I don't think anybody's 100% straight or 100% gay.
This is Iggy's Kinsian theory.
Yeah, that's correct.
And that study was done right here in St. Louis.
I don't know about that.
And played by Liam Neeson? Am I right on that?
I don't know who played it.
Text Lisa Ann and ask her, but make sure you respond back to her. That's from Jake in Kirkwood.
Well, we probably shouldn't open that can of worms again.
Open it all you want. I don't care.
Oh.
It's getting old, but...
Ha ha, hoodwinked again, idiots. 'Twas I, #1 Asian intern and aspiring life coach Brian Henson. I took a break from writing depressing S and hunting for the Colts score to bamboozle you fools. Can I be listener of the month now? That was Brian Henson we were talking to the whole time?
It could well have been.
I like the phrase, 'twas I.
He's known for being able to throw his voice.
He is. There's no minimum size for firefighters. That's from the total package.
Fall time is here.
Hello, Joe.
Buck Swope sent me that. Thank you to Buck Swope.
I don't know.
Nice job.
That
Once
there-
again, Buck Swope. How does he do it? I don't know. I don't have the answer to it.
He's omnipresent.
He Googled,
Well,
which we didn't because we don't care.
I would imagine the minimum size thing. Is that what you're talking about?
I think people are talking about Jackson's drop there, right? That's what Buck Swope sent you.
But also, people are sending in like minimum firefighter weight. She said she was not a firefighter in New York City. She said in Washington
State.
Yeah.
And I had a buddy who fought forest fires. They're called hot shots out in the Pacific Northwest, Canada area. And there were some pretty small people. But they're not like firefighters who hang out at the firehouse. They go out and fight wildfires.
You know, this says, what I just called up says, there is no height, weight, or other physical attributes requirement. Women get tested with the same expectations as everyone else. For more information, being a firefighter, please visit FDNY website.
Yeah, you just got to be able to go through the, carrying things and the strenuous stuff you got to do, as long as you can pass all that.
Imagine it'd be difficult to carry some big, heavy guy out of a burning building if you're only 82 pounds or so.
Maybe she was one of these wildfire.
Well, she wouldn't be the
Not
only
sending people.
firefighter there. I'm sure if you had to carry somebody out of a building, say, hey, get the big dude to do it.
Well, in some situations, you don't have a whole lot of time to talk about it.
Well, some
Get
people
the big
are.
dude over here.
Some people stay on the ground with the hoses, and some people go into the building.
Yeah.
Iggy, on the TMA fan page, Buck Swope, again, has posted a clipping. Doug, we're talking clippings, reading our clippings?
Press clippings.
Of Jerry Berger's column and a picture of, I guess, from when it was written, if you thought you espied. You like that?
I don't care for it, no.
Ice skating champ Ty Babylonia forking pasta with hometowner Kenny Strode at the, is it Lido Cafe? Is that what it's called?
Was it down on the Central West End, maybe?
Westport Plaza.
In Westport Plaza Monday night. Your eyes weren't deceiving you. Kenny, a longtime friend of Ty and a former staffer at St. Louis Country Club, was entertaining the ice skating star without her professional partner, Randy Gardner, during her promotional stint here for the Toyota Corp. Sounds like Jerry Berger was implying you were cucking Randy.
Or at least canoodling.
Well, he's gay, so.
Well, 95% of us are.
Yeah.
Well, send that. Hey, Swope, send that to me, will you? I can't see it on the fan page. That's kind of cool that you found that.
How did he find that so fast?
He's Buck Swope.
There's a website where you can look up all these publications from any date.
Every article that's ever been published in the Post?
They save a bunch of them.
They used to save them all in the library on microfiche.
My dad's found a ton of these articles just on yearbooks too. It's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
Hearing that, Doug.
I don't remember remember Lido's.
Lido Cafe at LIDO.
Well, you were forking pasta there, clearly.
I remember the forking pasta part. I didn't remember any of the other stuff with Randy Gardner not being there.
In your memory, was he there?
No, he wasn't there.
Let me ask you this. Where'd you go after this
Nice question.
forking of the pasta?
I'm sure I took her back to the hotel because I'm sure they had a show that night.
Oh.
I just remember that when I was taking him to the airport after they were leaving, because I picked him up at the airport, and then I took him to the airport, and she wanted to stop and get a drink on the way home. I said, well, let's go by Charcoal House. I want to introduce you to my father.
Charcoal.
So we went by there, and we sat in this corner table, and my dad was chatting us up, and she got smashed. And me and Randy were basically carrying her through the airport.
No.
And then I found out later when the Ty Babylonia story came out that she had a problem with drinking and was with different guys every night.
Oh, no.
I didn't know anything about that.
No. But at some point, she was with you as well.
Yeah.
Pop the champagne and make love all night.
I was a little upset that I wasn't in the movie.
You were upset.
A lot of other guys in there. Not me.
That's
No
St.
mention
Louis
of
Country Club staffer Kenny Strode.
Maybe she didn't remember you.
Yeah, it was nice to put in there, too. Former St. Louis Country Club staffer.
It sounds like you ran the place.
Sure, the worthwhile were happy with that.
Absolutely. They had to be delighted. Hey, we're still in the Munganess St. Louis Acura, Munganess Burkhardt Alton Toyota, 7 o'clock hour online at stlouisacura.com and altontoyota.com. But what that means, since it's 8:35 on Thursday, September 19th, 2024, is you are an hour and 15 minutes away from the Design Air Heating and Cooling email of the day. Kevin Miller with 5 wins, Buck Swope with 3 wins, the JV Golf Coach with 2 wins, and Frisco Peppers with 1 win. Can you get on that leaderboard? Send your emails in the morning after at InsideSTL.com. Design Air, official HVAC provider of TMA and the Tim McKernan Show podcast. New sode Rancid Seed debuted yesterday. Doug's a client. Iggy's a client. I'm a client. Why don't you become a client as well? You just go to designairservice.com anytime you run into HVAC issues with the great Seth Goldcamp and his team at Design Air Heating and Cooling. I recommend them wholeheartedly. Think the world of Seth and the business he runs. designairservice.com. All right, we'll close out the Munganess St. Louis Acura, Munganess Burkhardt Alton Toyota, 7 o'clock hour. You're listening to TMA, presented to you by Brown & Crouppen.
KPN-TFM HD2, Collinsville, St. Louis. This is TMA All Day.
Hey, this is Tim McKernan, and I am here with Seth Goldcamp of Design Air Heating and Cooling, and I have been a long-time Design Air client. What separates you guys from everybody else?
It's becoming more common for companies to just get their foot in the door. They try to come up with different ways to upsell. They try to see how much they can make off of a customer as opposed to, hey, we're in there to do a service. We're going to do it well. We're going to do it for a fair price.
I don't know how many emails I have received from our listeners who experience the incredible customer service Design Air Heating and Cooling provides. It's Design Air Heating and Cooling, online at designairservice.com.
Looking for the perfect spot for your next private event? Whether it's a baby shower, bridal shower, birthday party, or business meeting, Rosalita's has you covered. Enjoy the vibrant atmosphere in one of Rosalita's 2 exclusive private rooms with a customized menu that is perfect for your upcoming event. And if you're planning a date night, don't miss the lively mariachi nights every Friday and Saturday. Plus, Rosalita's gift cards make the perfect gift for any occasion. Come celebrate at Rosalita's, where every event is a fiesta. Learn more at rosalitascantina.com.
Elevate your performance. Pure Performance is your one-stop shop for all aftermarket modifications, known for their top quality work and outstanding customer service. It's officially Jeep and Bronco season. Pure Performance carries any accessory for your vehicle, old models to brand new. From sunshades, soft tops, trail doors, to off-road gear like bumpers and light bars, Pure Performance has you covered. Stop by the Pure Performance showroom at 3725 Harry S. Truman Boulevard in St. Charles or visit pureperformance.com. That's PURperformance.com.
There's nothing more important than the look and feel of your home. So now's the time to make your home your retreat. Replace your tired old windows and doors with Marvin replacement products designed to improve comfort and efficiency. Fisher Window and Door Store, a reputable local company, will guide you through the entire replacement process. Their experts will help you make the right choice for your home, and they'll measure, design, and install your new windows and doors.
Hi, I'm Jim Fisher. Since 1941, the Fisher family has provided you with quality American-made building products, including Marvin Windows and Doors. Come visit one of our showrooms in Brentwood or East Alton, and let us help you increase the value of your home.
Bring that distinct sense of quality to every room with Marvin. Visit Fisher Window and Doors' huge newly remodeled showroom in Brentwood or Fisher Lumber in East Alton, Illinois. Quality and comfort starts at Fisher Window and Door. Online at fisherwindow.com.
The Illinois Recovery Center is dedicated to providing precise and authentic care to those seeking help and treatment. Recovery, it's not just a goal, it's a transformative journey. At Illinois Recovery Center, you'll find an unwavering commitment to provide the support, guidance, and personalized care you or your loved one needs to rediscover a life filled with purpose, strength, and lasting renewal. If you or someone you know wants more information about the Illinois Recovery Center, please call 888-472-9559 or visit IllinoisRecoveryCenter.com.
Thinking about selling your home, but not thrilled about going public? Check out Compass's private exclusive Exclusives with Jeff Lotman. With Private Exclusives, your home is shown to a select group of serious buyers. No public listing, no days on market, just real offers from real people. Their network connects you with top agents and qualified buyers, so your home gets the attention it deserves without all the fuss. Selling your home can be simple and stress-free with Compass Private Exclusives because your home is special. Call Jeff Lotman, your Compass agent today to find out more, or visit the Lotman Group online at JEFFLOTTMANN.com.
Hey, this is Tim McKernan, and I am here with James Carlton of the Carlton State Farm Insurance Agency. James, I love getting emails from listeners who support the sponsors. Got one from a client of yours who switched, and you immediately saved him $1,000, and it meant the world to him.
The area that we're really having an impact on people's finances are people with drivers under the age of 25. We are seeing material savings for these types of clients, hundreds, if not even thousands of dollars per year.
James Carlton, Carlton State Farm Insurance Agency, 314-961-4800, or go online at carltoninsurance.net.
Hustle and Heart Sports Performance is the one-stop shop for St. Louis area football-specific and athletic training located in O'Fallon, Missouri. Hustle and Heart utilizes the top trainers in St. Louis, led by its owner, 8-year NFL vet Pierre Desir. We have a 40-yard turf field, college-style weight room, red light sauna, and a state-of-the-art recovery room to service all of your athletes' needs. For more info, check out hustleandheartsportsperformance.com or call Dustin at 314-440-8457.
Biggie's Restaurant and Bar has been a staple of the community for over 30 years and is serving your favorites like the steak sandwich, waffle fries, and so much more. It's not just the food that's rocking. With a full bar and patio, Biggie's is the perfect spot for lunch, dinner, and a little laughter. Biggie's original hours are back. Open 11 a.m. till midnight, Wednesday, Thursday, and Sunday. And 11 a.m. till 1 a.m. on Friday and Saturday. Check out the full menu at biggiesrestaurant.com and stop in today.
John, it's time.
For what?
The kitchen. It was fine when we moved in, but that was when we were poor. Now it's falling apart.
Poor? Just because I didn't support your Zen Garden idea doesn't mean we're poor.
These quick fixes the previous owners did just to sell this place is not cutting it anymore.
Okay, let's go.
Where?
To Kyer and Thompson. If we're going to do it, it should be done the right way. And honestly, they've got everything we'll need, and I don't want to go to 6 or 7 different stores. What do you say? Babe?
John, they close at 5. You're wasting daylight.
This couple knows what they're doing. Kyer and Thompson is first class, top-of-the-line products with high-quality work. If something goes wrong, my guy Matthew will go back and help out. Kyer and Thompson remodels kitchens, bathrooms, man caves, office space, bars, wine rooms, even fireplace walls. Their 10,000-square-foot showroom with more than 20 kitchen displays is on Manchester Road in Baldwin, right next to Uncle Bill's Pancake House. Let Kyer and Thompson bring your dream remodel to reality online at kyerandthompson.com.
Another blues season is coming. Get ready for the second annual Blues and Brews event, Friday, September 20th at the Anheuser-Busch Brewery. Get fired up for another blues season at this outdoor street party featuring live music from country music star Matt Stell and St. Louis's own Charles Glenn Group, plus appearances by blues players and alumni, food trucks, giveaways, and more. Tickets are just $20 and on sale now. Blues and Brews, presented by Bud Light, 92.3 WIL and 101 ESPN. Find out more at tmastl.com.
105.7 HD2. It's the Brown and Crouppen Morning After.
Springtime in Normandy on the Rock Road. It's the Dotem and the Hoosiers of the game, who'll be buried in the Sunflower Garden on Friday afternoon. Who'll walk that 18th fairway singing this tune? Free Dotem, your stepdad's and Leach, they play on my mind like a song. Free Dotem, it's you that I love, it's you that I miss when I'm gone. Well, it's Iggy and Swole, DJ Gabe, Timmy Tom Tom, Lo Sween, and it's the Tushy Booth, and it's Timmy's perfect swing. Wowsy chipped to 15 feet, then made Cletus kiss him, and the spirit of Larry Nickel keeps it alive. Free Dotem, your stepdads and Bleach, they play on my mind like a song. Free Dotem, you that I love, you that I miss when I'm gone. It's the legions of Cat's Army, Gangster Pete's t-shirts, the wooden shafted legend of Doug Vaughn.
And then it just ends.
I'll do it for the lyrics.
Yeah, we got tired. We had to record something, so we're just going to not end it.
It doesn't even fade out. This is hard cut.
Doug's always had a problem with the editing on this show. Always have.
Yeah, it needs some conclusion to the song, doesn't it?
Well, I think it's because you come from the days where you had to slice the actual film.
With a razor blade and tape it together.
Brutal. What if you messed up?
That was audio tape. You had to slice it with a razor blade and tape it together.
What if you messed up? Like
you couldn't have that shot. You just lost the shot.
Oh, my goodness. Guys, that was hauntingly beautiful. That's from Big Tough.
Wasn't it?
Crystal City Clamhammer disagrees. The song makes me want to unalive myself.
Is that a term?
Yeah.
Whoa, dumb.
It's what you have to use on like TikTok and Instagram Reels to get around the algorithm because it'll take it down if you say something else.
It's amazing how far our songs have come, though. This is probably 7 or 8 years old now, and now we've got an AI version of some
that actually
song.
sounds like a real song.
Yeah.
No offense to Andy Hanselman and his haunting vocals.
Maybe AI could do a new Free Dotem song.
Yeah, but it wouldn't have the
and
same.
get us an end.
You know, it's like sometimes you get fast food tastes good, but it's not made with love. Like that song was made with love.
Oh.
Well, Harrison's brother Master is always monitoring Iggy, and he has sent in a screenshot, but it says a picture of Dillian Harper, so I don't get it. And it says Tim Wise Strode posting on Facebook during the show.
They're tattling on you.
I posted a break.
You posted a picture of Dillian Harper.
Oh, that was last night.
Okay, well then Harrison's brother Master was last night.
It was last night.
What's she up to now?
Yeah, is she called?
No, I don't know. She
Drunk call.
She doesn't look too happy. That's why I kind of posted that last night.
You thought that might pick up her spirits a little bit?
Yeah, because of the picture of... Is it the picture of me and her at the AVNs? Is that the one he's talking about?
Yeah, it looks to be.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I put...
She kind of looks like Betty Boop in it.
A little snippet of... I think she was cosplaying that time.
Okay.
I think I used The Cure's Heaven as a song while that picture, and then Cure's song Heaven was playing. Maybe cheered her up if she saw it.
I didn't really find anything sexy about this week.
Yeah, maybe
What'd she say there?
I didn't really find anything sexy about this week.
About the feet.
Is that her?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, have you called her to try to speak in person and pick up her spirits a little bit?
I texted her a few weeks ago. She texted me back, but...
What'd she say?
I don't remember what the text was.
Oh,
I'll have to go back and check, Doug.
Okay, well, I thought it might
Are you
be
getting
something
turned on by this?
You posted this 2 minutes ago. Harrison's brother Master is not happy, feels like he's being lied to.
Dillian Harper, I posted 2 minutes ago, was posted last night, dumbass. I don't believe it got 1,000 views in 3 minutes.
It was a view dunk.
Yeah. That was posted 13 hours ago.
Harrison's brother Master.
He did post 3 minutes ago the picture of Ty Babylonia, the Jerry Burger.
At the break.
Yeah.
Oh, you got it.
What did I do at my... Yeah, thanks to Swope. Swope did...
Let him have it.
No, Swope.
Thank you, Swope. What I do at the breaks is none of your business.
No, it isn't. When social media platforms are designed to post things, right? If nobody posted anything, there'd be no social media.
But you were upset with the guy who posted his winnings on DraftKings and called them diabolical just 30 minutes ago.
I didn't. Someone else did.
Yeah, I didn't... It wasn't a humble brag.
Yours wasn't a humble brag.
No, it was 40 years ago.
Oh, that's right.
I just posted, this was 40 years ago.
And you were forking pasta.
Yeah, I thought it was kind of cool. I think,
well, I'm sure he thinks it's pretty cool he won $20,000.
He did, but he's letting everybody else know he won $40,000, $20,000.
But you're letting everybody know that you were with Ty Babylonia.
Well, I
in
think
the
most
newspaper.
people that know me know that I was with Ty Babylonia.
Cut that off.
No. Would you rather?
Is this Lexington steel?
That's a column that I'll be posting later today.
What's a better thing to have happen to you? Forking pasta with Thai Babylonia or winning $20,000?
I'd rather have the 20 grand.
Yeah.
What about the memories?
Well, they were fun memories with her.
Probably pretty good pasta.
I'll still take the 20,000.
Great lover?
Yeah, she was.
Selfish lover.
Was she a selfish lover? Like she didn't reciprocate oral?
No. She
No.
was a little tipsy at the time, too.
Oh, gosh.
Sloppy oral.
She was blacked out drunk?
No, not blacked out drunk.
Thank you, Tim. He's certainly trying to humble brag. That's the point of all of this. That's Harrison's brother master.
But one could say that any post on any social media platform is some form of a humble.
I kind of agree with
It's
Jackson.
a little existential.
I don't know what's going on. I can't bring any of her text up.
Who are we talking about now? Thai Babylonia?
Dillian.
Dillionaire.
Huh?
Doug, it's the Fisher Window and Door Store. 8 o'clock hour here on TMA. TMA is presented to you by Brown & Crouppen. You got anything on Brown & Crouppen? Whether or not they're a title sponsor or anything?
Yeah, they are indeed the title sponsor, and they have earned that right because of the fantastic work they have done over the years for so many St. Louisans and people around the state. Started as a local law firm back in 1979. Terry Crouppen, Andy Crouppen, Ed Herman. Those are your principals now. I trust you've gotten to know them well as they've come in each Tuesday for a long time now. Wonderful gentlemen. Fantastic lawyers, and they've assembled a team of more than 250 legal professionals now, mostly in the St. Louis area, some over there in Kansas City as well. And they are there to take care of you if you have been injured due to the negligence of someone else. If you think you may have a potential personal injury case, Brown & Crouppen is here to serve you. They want you to get the justice that you deserve. Here's how it works. You give them a call. They will go over your case with you on the phone, give you that free evaluation. If they decide to move forward, they give you a contingency basis deal.
Jackson's
no
giggling like he's sitting on a feather. Why
What's
is
so
that?
damn funny?
What's going on with
We're
you?
talking about personal injury law.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Title sponsor. Puts food on your table, brother.
I know. I'm trying to have the mic hide my face. I was just Doug's prison wall. It said Dillian fell off the wagon and is back on the cheeseburgers.
Oh.
I'm sorry. Please continue.
She may now have a lawsuit.
Yeah, exactly.
She
Slander.
should call Brown & Crouppen at 314-222-2222. If she doesn't get paid, they don't get paid. They usually get paid. They've won more than $1 billion in compensation for their clients. So if you think you may need Brown & Crouppen services, Dillian, here's the number again, 314-222-2222, or you go to brownandcrouppen.com. Make sure you let them know you heard about it here on TMA. The choice of a lawyer is an important decision and should not be based solely on advertising. Past results are no guarantee of future results, and every case is different and must be judged on its own accord.
There it is. Doug, do you know Bob Wagon?
Bob Wagon. You kidding me? Yeah, Wagon.
Brother Chuck.
Yeah.
Cookie?
Well, Bob Wagon wrote this on James Carlton's State Farm Insurance Agent Reviews.
Okay.
James Carlton's office is a customer service machine. They make sure the account has appropriate coverages for everything. You can expect recommendations that will improve your coverage and your cost. James is personally very active in our community with volunteerism and community events. I highly recommend the office for high-quality service, written by Bob Wagon 6 days ago. How about that?
Yeah.
Who wants that text name?
It's just his name. We're going to make fun of him because that's his name?
Well, wagon is another term for ass.
Yeah, what?
What? He's got.
Well, you're blowing up these live reads today.
That's what you think of when someone says wagon?
I'm not saying that Bob Wagon that has anything to do with it, but that's just if someone says, "Oh, they got a wagon on them," that means they're packing.
No one says that.
I was just reading an endorsement. That's all I was doing.
Oh, well,
Doug was doing a wonderful commercial as well, and all of a sudden we're giggling because our social media correspondent had something about Dillian Harper and
Brown &
cheeseburgers.
Crouppen took a hit.
It's a
James
Trailer
Carlton.
Park Boys thing, but anytime someone says you're back on the cheeseburgers, that's really funny to me.
Well, it's better than if his name was Jack Wagon.
Think about that, Doug. Well, James Carlton, who will be canceling after 7 years with us, 314-961-4800, or go online at carltoninsurance.net. If your insurance costs a leg and an arm, call James Carlton. State Farm. O'Fallon Man Oyster wants to have his name changed to Bill's Wagon.
No, I like the name O'Fallon Man Oyster.
So you will not be changing it.
Man Oyster is funny.
Boy, they're worked up about these press clippings, and we started the show by saying we don't read our clippings.
Biggie read his press clippings today.
Swope read it. And he sent it to me. I put it on Facebook. I thought it was kind of cool. That's still around 40-something years later that he found it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not bragging that I knew Thai Babylonia.
No.
Like I said,
A lot of people want to be Bob Wagon in the text inbox.
I know. I'm going to give it to the 618. Shout out to the Metro East.
yeah, 618 is boring.
What?
Look at me! Me! I was in the Post-Dispatch. Last year I was. Nice little lifestyle feature. Also last night, rolling gunfire on Broadway right in front of our building. Driver shot and crashed in a stoplight at Broadway and Clark. Sad. Chairman Steve Wildwood.
Yeah, nothing you do is look at me, is it?
Broadway and Clark, that's right there by Salt and Smoke, isn't it?
So maybe that's the Ballpark Village shooting that people are talking about?
Wouldn't that be closer to the Arch? No, Broadway wouldn't be. No, that'd be right by BPV.
I think so.
Good call, Doug. You worked downtown a couple of years?
I did, yeah.
I'm sure if you listen close enough, you hear gunshots down there every night.
Yeah, probably so.
I had gunshots in my neighborhood last night.
You did? In Maryland Heights?
I don't know how far away it was. It sounded like 2 shotgun blasts.
Oh, no.
If I was down in the dumps, then I saw a random pic of me and an HD2 radio star on social media, I'd immediately be okay. That's from Cucky the Dwarf in the YouTube chat, along with 301 other wonderful people.
Thanks, buddy.
That's the solace we need right now.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So Dillion's feeling better about things.
I like the idea that she would get hammered and then call you.
Well, that's the only time she calls me is when she's drunk.
How does that make you feel?
Yeah, it's an interesting conversation.
You try to reason with her?
No, we have fun.
Oh. I thought is sexting involved?
No. Last time she did, I tried to get her here to play golf.
You try to bring her into town.
Well,
Pretty good player. She's about an 8.
She wanted to learn how to play golf. I said, well, just come in town. Stay a week. I'll take you sightseeing. We'll play some golf every day. And she goes, I have my dog. I said, well, drop it off at your mom's house.
That was the end of it?
That was it.
Well, I said, drop it off at your mom's house. She goes, and I have a boyfriend.
Oh.
I said, well, drop him off at your mom's too.
Oh.
Iggy.
Oh, gosh.
It's like a rom-com waiting to happen.
Yeah, I was doing a bit there. Trying out some material on her. Now, then she gets off the phone and then does a live dance on Instagram where she's showing her bush and everything. I said, you're going to get kicked off here.
On Instagram?
No, she's drunk. She didn't know. She's dancing around. Her skirt's coming up. Her bush is there.
No.
The sole purpose to show off the bush.
I don't think she knows she's doing it. She's just drunk.
Like the tufts are just shooting out?
Well, she dances and her dress comes up and you just see the whole bush.
Oh.
She did dance well for her age, sporting her new bush.
Gosh.
Sporting.
I just hope she's doing okay.
And when you say bush, you mean like boxwoods or yews?
Yeah, that's it, yeah.
Some sort of hedge?
Yeah, shrubs.
Yeah, shrubs.
Shrubs.
Okay.
Yeah, she's not doing, I guess she's got her OnlyFans still, but she's not doing any movies or anything.
No.
Not doing any featuring.
Not since she got back on the cheeseburger diet.
Someone send her the pot pie picture.
I can tell.
I need that in my life again.
I can tell when she's not working out. Her face kind of gets plump.
Cut that off.
I'm not shaming. I think she's a beautiful woman.
Yeah.
You've been long-standing with that.
These phone calls, are you FaceTiming so you can see her?
No.
Do you have FaceTime capabilities on your Samsung?
I do. Bearcast FaceTimed me one time.
No, it did.
Last one I got was Bearcast.
How'd that go? What was he wearing?
Well, he thought I'd be interested. It was my birthday, and he was at Angry Beaver, and he had Pally flash me.
No. Gosh. Your phone sees a lot of action.
Maybe that's why it broke. I don't like my new phone. I can't figure it out.
Oh, no. Well, did you finally get an iPhone?
No, I don't want an iPhone.
Why?
Because I don't do enough things on my phone that I need an iPhone.
Golf rival?
Yeah, I don't need to. That's the only thing I do on my phone, pretty much.
Okay. No.
Doug, we probably should have led with this. Third state of existence beyond life and death is confirmed by scientists. So that's big news.
Confirmed by what, one scientist?
Well, Eric Rails has the story.
Okay.
From Earth.com.
It's another text name.
That was available? That website was available? Earth.com? You think that'd be gone long ago.
In science fiction movies like Frankenstein and Reanimator, are those good or bad?
Young Frankenstein is great. Mel Brooks.
Gene Wilder.
Yeah, love Young Frankenstein.
Peter Boyle.
I've never seen Reanimator.
Human bodies are revived, existing in a strange state between life and death. While this may seem like pure fantasy, a recent study suggests that a third state of existence might actually be present in modern biology. According to the researchers, this third state occurs when the cells of a dead organism continue to function after its death, sometimes gaining new capabilities that never had while the organism was alive. Amazingly, if further experiments on cells from dead animals, including humans, prove this ability, it could even challenge the definition of legal death. The study, published in the journal Physiology, was led by Professor Peter Noble from the University of Washington in Seattle and Alex...
we're going to struggle with the last name.
Trangelo.
Hitkoff from the City of Hope National Medical Center in
Duarte?
California.
It looks like Duarte.
Life and death are traditionally viewed as opposites, the researchers wrote.
End of sentence.
Really? I didn't know that.
But the emergence of new multicellular life forms from the cells of a dead organism introduces a third state that lies beyond the traditional boundaries of life and death. And in this third state, certain cells, when given nutrients, oxygen, bioelectricity, or biochemical signals, have the capacity to transform into new multicellular organisms exhibiting new functions even after death. The researchers reviewed recent studies showing the incredible capability of cells to reorganize and take on new forms after the death of the organism. Skin cells become xenobots.
What is that?
In 2021, U.S. scientists found that skin cells formed dead frogs.
Dead frogs?
Could adapt to a lab environment and spontaneously form multicellular organisms, actual living machines called xenobots.
Wow. One dies and they multiply. That'd be scary. Can you imagine killing a frog and then
That's like gremlins.
30 other frogs pop out?
So you don't need the normal reproduction process?
What's that, budding?
I don't know if xenobots can eventually turn into a fully formed organism.
Well, you've studied them a lot, have you?
Yeah, exactly.
Just based on what I'm reading here, I don't think the xenobots thing is, I don't know.
Well, let me ask you this. What's the difference? You said you can take cells after you're dead and you can keep them alive. Well, you die and you donate your organs, you take your heart out, and then you put your heart in somebody else that's still alive. So, yeah, things can live after you die if you take them and keep them alive. So you're taking cells and keep them alive.
There you go.
Mm-hmm.
Right, but I think they're doing it on their own as opposed to like an external factor changing that. Like if you were to donate your kidney after your death, someone has to take your kidney out and put in someone else.
Well, they're taking these cells out of skin off of
But they're not
people.
doing anything else outside of that. It's not like they're putting it back into a living organism.
Well, it seems like you could be brain dead and the rest of your body could still continue to function somewhat normally.
Right, yeah. But brain death is not legal death.
Yeah.
I guess depending on your DNR situation.
DNR?
Do not resuscitate.
No.
Nilly Willy wants to change his name to Eric Rails.
Sure.
Okay.
Nice.
Why?
Nilly Willy or Eric Rails calling.
Okay.
Nilly Willy.
So, the bottom line from this article is that when frogs die, something else is going to start growing?
Xenomorphs.
Yeah,
like from
xenobots.
Alien.
That's right.
Okay.
So you're not talking humans.
But if it can happen with a frog, how do we know it can't happen with a human?
Right.
Well, here's what they say. Here's the possibilities, Doug. And again, I feel like this is the lead. I mean, Cardinals had a great win, don't get me wrong.
A little late with this.
This third state not only sheds light on the remarkable adaptability of cells, but also opens up possibilities for innovative treatments. For instance, anthrobots could be created from a person's own living tissue to deliver medication without triggering an immune response. Each anthrobot starts as a single cell from an adult's donor's trachea, equipped with cilia that facilitate movement. And researchers at the New Jersey Institute of Technology developed conditions to maximize this motility, observing various shapes and movement types, making a significant feature of this biorobotics platform. They're biodegradable and safe with a limited lifespan and strictly laboratory-bound existence, eliminating concerns of external exposure or uncontrolled proliferation. So the transformative potential of this third state is multicellular organisms have a limited lifespan, breaking down naturally after 4 to 6 weeks. This built-in kill switch prevents the risk of potentially harmful cell growth, Quote, this research has the potential to transform regenerative medicine, redefine legal death, and provide insights into life's physiological limits, paralleling inquiries into...
Oh, no.
I go embryogenesis?
Nice. To sum it all up, here's a bottom line, big boy. To sum it all up, gaining a deeper understanding of how certain cells can continue functioning and transform into multicellular organisms after an organism's death, the third state holds great potential for advancing both personalized and preventative medicine. Stay tuned.
Well, I'm not tuned into anything now.
This field of biology is getting very interesting indeed. Boy, I mean, what a significant article in the history of mankind finishes with stay tuned. This field of biology is getting very interesting indeed.
It's almost like they ended it with yes.
Hey, you hear about this biology thing? Stay tuned. It's getting weird.
Once again, that comes from earth.com.
That summary right there is like, major importance to
so stay
human
tuned.
existence. But then, of course, it'll be interesting to see how it all shakes out.
In journalism school, they teach you when you're writing an article, you just stop. You don't have to wrap it up with a bunch of flowery words and sum it all up at the end. You just stop.
Big openings, no close.
Right.
Well, I'm all for if it's finding medicine to, cure diseases and things like that or keep people healthy. But other than that, these experiments are just stupid.
Well, scientific experiments aren't stupid if they can find things that are going to
If they can
help.
find stuff.
Well, that's
I'm
how
all for
that's
it.
how you find it, by
I
experimenting.
don't know how reproducing frogs from cells is.
Well, you can't test humans with this type of stuff, so you test
They
animals.
said they tested humans.
It's like, for regenerative therapy as like a possible solution to chemotherapy. Cell
Yeah, but
therapy
the
is
whole
big.
point of the article, if it was going to be, there's a chance we can find a cure for these certain diseases, but there wasn't. There's a third state between life and death.
Yeah, to stay tuned.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that it made no sense.
Well, forget the stay tuned part.
Not to stay tuned, but if you found things when you take cells and it could cure a disease, fine. Make that the article. Not when you die, you may not be dead. You may not be alive. There's a third state in the middle. What is that?
You think somewhere off in the future we'll be able to clone ourselves?
Yeah. Huh?
Yeah, I do too. Would you want that?
Yeah, I'd like to have an MMF with myself.
No, if you could clone yourself so that, and maybe freeze it when that other person...
Freeze like a car?
Freeze like a car! Like, freeze it as an infant.
Yeah.
So when you die, you can start over as this infant.
Transfer your consciousness, kind of.
Yeah,
There'd be big
that's going to be
problems.
another hard one.
That's what we have to get over.
There would be big problems there.
Why?
Well, there'd be somebody that would pay a doctor, say you would pay Angelina Jolie's gynecologist $1 million. I need some kind of cell from Angelina. I'm gonna make another her.
Oh.
And then you take
Boy, you
her
took
to your
this in a
house.
creepy direction.
I'm just saying those things would happen.
Yeah, I mean, that's the natural thought process.
No, I'm talking about
Not for
keeping
most.
yourself alive. It's got nothing to do with Angelina Jolie.
You said you can clone yourself.
Right.
Doesn't matter if you're dead or not. You can clone yourself if you get the right cell or the right DNA from that person. You can clone it. You don't have to be dead to clone somebody.
Isn't that why Ted Williams froze his head?
Yeah.
So I'm saying there will be somebody creepy enough that is going to pay people to get DNA from a certain actress and clone her and then keep her in her house.
Oh, gosh.
She wouldn't know.
Boy, you took that in a creepy direction so quickly.
I look at things like that.
I noticed.
It's important to look at things from all angles.
Yeah.
You got to look at the repercussions of being able to do that.
Well, you could say that with a lot of different things.
I think it would more likely to come back in like Android form. Like you could transfer your brain over to some robot version of yourself. You become like Doug C-3PO.
Mm-hmm.
What I wouldn't do would be able to clone Tim 3 times so that the dais on this show can just be all Tim all the time. So Mr. Licks.
How do you think 3 Tims would interact with each other?
Probably by saying the word I a lot. Unrelated topic, but does anyone know the name of George Clooney's proctologist? That's from Marvin Florison.
There you go. That probably happened.
Today on Renter's Roundtable, we discuss existential questions like what happens when you die and how much weight has a 33-year-old stag actress gained. Some big tuft. And he sent in a picture of Dillian Sitting poolside in a Cheetos swimsuit, eating Cheetos?
Oh, no.
Doug.
That's a long time ago.
He sent a 3-pack. There's the pot pie. There's the burrito.
There's a burrito.
Bigger than her.
I like her necklace in that pot pie picture.
Pearl necklace.
Yeah, I've used the burrito one before. As far as
What do you mean used?
No, I think I used it in my cooking show when I would post a picture, join me, and I had her with the big burrito.
Well, it's nice that she had a fruit salad on the side.
Gosh.
Wow, this innocent conversation just took a turn to the creepy. This guy is a danger to society. That's some glove blogger Tom Traven.
I can't get over this.
I'm just throwing out there what other people are thinking.
Mr. Licks is adamant that he's calling in.
Yeah, okay.
They've already cloned sheep, right? Remember that happened years
Dolly
ago.
was her name.
Yeah.
Dolly.
Scotland, right?
And they have test tube babies already.
Test
Have
tube,
had for a
baby.
long time.
Wasn't that from House Party? Robin Harris?
I don't know.
Kid and Play, House Party?
Didn't they remade that recently?
Oh, yeah, who was in it?
To not much acclaim.
Is that right? So it was on bad?
I think Bron was in it.
Really?
Yeah. He's been in a couple movies.
Doug, have you seen the new House Party?
No.
Yeah, they did. 2023. Drewski, Jacob Lattimore, Kid Cudi.
Hey, Tim, me and Big Tuft sat next to Wifey at our kiddos' CYC soccer game and got handy under the quilt.
Okay.
It's the recovering alcoholic from Belleville and Webster Groves.
Gosh. Sorry, you went there with a quilt? It's 95 degrees outside.
So if you saw two guys sitting next to each other with their hands under a quilt, you'd be suspicious.
I'd question it. I would.
At a kid's soccer game?
Who brings a quilt when it's almost 100 degrees outside? How bad is your circulation?
This guy is so creepy. A net loss on society and in dire need of being put down. It's some little Tommy Tribbles. Put down like they did the...
Old Yeller.
Old Yeller.
Took him out back.
Doug, you got the Mr. Licks call you've been waiting for 26 hours on the Kyer and Thompson phone lines. Good morning, Mr. Licks.
Hello, Licks.
My skin is crawling.
From which comment?
I have never heard anything more creepy than what Iggy just said.
About Angelina Jolie?
Oh, I didn't even hear that.
Oh.
Delete that from the podcast.
Okay.
What did I say that was creepy?
You were talking about keeping clones in your house to yourself, and no one would know.
No, I didn't say me.
Some other creep would do that.
I said that's the problem you would have if you can clone things. You're going to find people that would pay a lot of money to get somebody's DNA to clone them. You don't think that's a possibility?
Why is that the first thing you thought? No one else thought that.
Well, what would you want me to think? Yeah, cloning. Good thing. Hope it happens. Back to you.
Well, normal.
That's interesting.
Like a little local news report.
Yeah, that was good.
Little package.
Well, if it means more Tim, I'm all for it.
Okay.
Good for you.
Yeah, that's not creepy.
That's the right answer.
Tim Everlasting.
Yeah. Yeah.
Whatever happened to Gretchen Wilson?
Gretchen Wilson, Doug, she was from a small town in Illinois. She had redneck woman.
Yeah.
Well, the Cardinals haven't been to the World Series in a while, so she had nothing to do.
God, that was a shot at the Redbirds now.
I need Iggy. I need your help with something.
Oh,
sure, buddy.
You know your bit you did with the Cardinal peanuts?
That wasn't a bit.
Button me.
I found him yesterday. I went to the one in Brentwood.
Oh,
and I got 3 bags.
3 bags of what?
Cardinal peanuts. It's not a bit. What do you need?
Pick up the energy, Licks.
Can you just admit that it was a bit?
It wasn't a bit.
There's a faction of the audience that is adamant that we need to hear you just say, "Sorry, guys, it didn't work. It wasn't funny, but I tried."
What was supposed to be funny about it? I'm on this peanut kick, and I wanted Cardinal peanuts, and they were never out of them before because there were always 15, 20, 30 bags of them. And I just happened to go the other day. There's no peanuts. There's all kinds of different peanuts. There's no Cardinal peanuts.
The hole is getting deeper, and you keep on digging.
What am I digging at? You're the one that's digging when I said it's not a bit, and you're trying to dig further into it.
I did Jello shots with Mr. 10,000 at 9 a.m. just outside of Camp Randall.
Oh, did you really?
Have you guys ever been to that stadium?
Yeah, well, let's forget about that then, huh? That's
I've
not
driven
a bit.
by
We'll
it.
leave it there.
I've not seen a game there.
Yeah, sorry, we're not going to talk about you for 2 seconds.
Every one of your calls are bits, and none of them work.
Right, yeah. All right. What have you guys been to Camp Randall?
I said I've driven by the stadium and I've not seen a game in it.
Oh, what were you doing?
I think I was at a basketball game.
They're all good players.
Mm-hmm.
It made me realize that Faroe Field really sucks.
Oh.
Whoa.
Well, they're working on it.
It's better what they got in Oxford.
Pick up the energy, Lex.
Don't stun me like that.
Okay.
And I have been to Oxford. That's actually the only other football game I've been to outside of Faroe.
And that's because you went there, according to a number of our listeners, just so you know that. The listeners believe you went to Ole Miss.
You went there for 4 years.
I went to a Mizzou football game there in 2000. Doug, was it 2008?
I don't know the year.
I think it was 2000. They played there in 2000. Did Ole Miss come to Columbia in 2007?
I don't know.
I think so. And Missouri played there in 2013? Am I right on that? I think so. All right, so you were there in 2013 or 2007 or 2006?
Somewhere around there.
7.
They were at Ole Miss in 2007?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Did they win?
Yeah, 38-25.
Oh, yeah.
Third game of the season.
And what's your point about this?
Chasing like 5 touchdowns.
Ed Orgeron?
Yeah.
Well, it was an amazing experience, and we had a good time on State Street. Mr. 10,000, before it was 9:30, had an old-fashioned, a Jello shot, 2 hams, a spotted cow, and a Bloody Mary.
Mazel tov.
Okay, end of story.
Congratulations to him.
Pick up the energy, Lex.
There's only a couple more things. So the other thing I did last week was I went to Bandon. I feel like my life now is pre-Bandon Dunes and post-Bandon Dunes.
Did you play the trail?
BT
Did you play the trail?
The trail? No, that's the worst one. I didn't do that.
Oh. I've heard it's the best.
It's like that's like if you're trying to be cool and like hipster about it, like, oh, I like trails because I don't need to see the ocean.
Yeah.
Like there's no ocean views on that one.
Like Jackie Brown's my favorite Quentin Tarantino movie. Same concept.
Oh, for heaven's sakes.
Jackson, would you say you have like an old soul?
I guess.
I hate it when people say that about themselves.
You asked.
Shut up, Doug.
You asked.
Yeah, I know. I was curious, and I could have guessed that you would have said yes. Like, I
Some
like
sort of
silent movies.
sage?
I have an old soul. It's like, no, you just like boring movies.
I never said I like silent.
God.
Jackie Brown came out in 97.
At least he has a soul.
Wow.
Damn.
Good. Hey, last thing.
Yeah, please.
Biff called in, and he tried to take a dig at me, I guess. I'm getting caught up on him. But the funny thing, I'm podcasting just random shows from the last 10 days, and I don't have to listen to them in order. It's just whatever comes up, it all makes sense.
Okay.
Yeah. He said he saw me, I guess, bagging his groceries.
Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't at a grocery store. It was, he saw me it was like one of those adult toy stores.
Mm-hmm.
And he was buying a bunch of, like, gay porn.
No.
Mm. What were you doing there?
Well, I was selling it to him.
No.
Nice bit.
Okay. All right, that's enough.
Lex, anything else?
Yeah, that's enough.
Brady Cook's not the guy. That's all I got.
Oh, he wants Drew Pines era to begin.
We'll drop off take there.
Yeah.
I don't think they're going to go away from Brady Cook.
I don't think they will either.
The College Station, 16 days away, 11 a.m. kickoff. And will they be undefeated going into Tuscaloosa? What percentage would you give?
Oh, I'd say it's about 60%.
I think that's probably around the right number,
I was
actually.
going to say 70. Because Auburn just had quarterback change. UMass is what UMass is.
Lost 35-3 to Buffalo, and we saw how Buffalo played Missouri.
True, very true. I think you get through College Station, my likelihood goes up in the 90s.
When's their bye week?
Next week.
Yeah, for my birthday.
So they got a bye week.
Tim week.
Bye week, then UMass.
Bye week.
No, then College Station.
Texas A&M. Then they go to UMass. No, at home against Auburn, to UMass. Bama, bye week, Oklahoma.
Okay. Well, they have to get past Vandy.
Yeah. Yep. Want to know
That's what you always are a week ahead. You're not going to focus on the schedule. You don't even know who they're
No. I think we learned that with the last game they played, Boston College. I'm sure big picture, most people thought, they'll beat Boston College. They barely beat Boston College.
I think people the week before the game were not knowing it was going to be a tough test.
I was nervous as the day is long.
I don't think the score was indicative of how Mizzou was more in control of that game in the second half.
They were one bad play at the end of the game from losing. They only won by, 6?
Yeah, but then you could say that
they were an onside kick or a fumble from losing that game.
But then you could say that if the quarterback doesn't pick up that fumbled snap cleanly and throws
that's just a good play on his part.
I know. I'm just saying that was luck. There's certainly luck involved when you pick the ball up like that and they're able to throw it.
There was luck involved in the pass to Burden that was tipped and he still caught it.
I know, but
that's always going to happen.
I know, but you're playing the butterfly effect game.
I'm saying that was no breeze. That was no walk in the park win.
No, of course
that could easily have turned very bad, very easily right there at the end.
Did they win, Doug?
Yes, they did.
You could step down.
Okay, knock it off.
No, I get what you're saying. I just think when you're playing that butterfly effect game, like one bad play, then you got to start playing it backwards and how one other play could have affected it totally.
I'm just saying how closely they came to having a disastrous loss at home.
Yeah.
It's pretty close.
So you think they're going to lose?
Oh, I'm saying nothing's automatic.
No, of course not. Everything's earned.
So you think Clark Lee, who beat Virginia Tech in week 1, is going to have his team focused, a little dangerous after what happened against Georgia State, producer Jizz, alma mater, is going to come into Columbia and shock the world? 20-point underdogs.
Yeah. I think their defense is just...
Whereas last week I thought the Boston College number was a little higher than I think I would have expected. Vanderbilt number's a little lower than I would have expected.
Did you go in 24-ish?
It would have been in the 25, 26 range.
Okay.
So it's at 20. And I would have thought Boston College would be in the 13-ish. Now, it opened at 17. It dropped, I think, to 14. Or it opened at 16.5. I don't know which book you're using right now.
No, I'm not
if Brady can complete a bomb pass...
The listeners don't like when you use his first name.
All right, if Brady Cook can complete a bomb pass to Speedy Keese, a.k.a. Marquise Johnson, and it's like a 50, 60-yard touchdown over the top pass, my confidence soars through the roof. That's the one element they're missing right now.
The next time you mention these guys, you can use just their last name.
Johnson?
You said their first name.
But there's several
already.
Johnsons.
Well, we know which one you're talking about now.
Speedy.
Yeah.
Speedy Keese.
Right. But don't just say Brady.
But who else?
Like he lives in a dorm next to you or something.
But who else would I be talking about when I'm talking Mizzou football?
Tom Brady.
Tom Brady, correct.
He hasn't played for the Tigers. Not recently, at least.
Well, he might. Rules are different now.
He's got some eligibility left.
Mm-hmm. You could pay him a lot of NIL money. Go back and get a master's degree in something. Maybe have another year of eligibility.
I like the kickers who are like in their mid-30s.
Yep.
From Australia.
Mm-hmm.
They just kick the hell out of it.
Send your emails in for the Design Air Heating and Cooling because it's coming your way in about 25 minutes. In the 5P Academy and Hustle and Heart Sports Performance 9 o'clock hour. This is the Fisher Window and Door Store 8 o'clock hour. And we have a sponsor who is listening and says, Lick sounded like he was falling out on Fetty on that call. Tell him to call us at the IRC before he goes down on his next dealer off Lucas and Hunt for Skag.
Oh.
And that reminds me of the Illinois Recovery Center, Doug, a wonderful sponsor here on TMA. And if Licks is coming down off of Fetty and he's going to service his dealer, and this dealer's at, what do you say, Lucas and Hunt?
Yeah. What is Fetty?
Fentanyl, I assume.
And go to IllinoisRecoveryCenter.com. Licks, that's from the Illinois Recovery Center. They noticed something wrong.
Yeah, I did. He was a step slow.
Call 888-472-9559. If you are embarking on the path of recovery, it's a profound journey of breaking free from the chains of addiction and actively building resilience. It's about tapping into the inherent strength within, acknowledging the battles faced, and emerging victorious over adversity. In this transformative process, individuals unleash the power of their recovery, realizing that each step taken, each challenge overcome, contributes to a stronger, more resilient self. Go to IllinoisRecoveryCenter.com. Call 888-472-9559. Illinois Recovery Center. Online at IllinoisRecoveryCenter.com. Harrison's brother Master sending in pictures of what he says is Iggy sleeping. Iggy is next to me. I'm going to tell you, I do not believe he is asleep. Iggy, I mean, this Harrison's brother Master, you need to like have an IQ challenge or a golf match with him or something. It's like what Riggs is doing, Doug. Riggs is having the hater challenge, and he goes out and he plays his haters.
Yeah, I kind of like it.
Just stealing my material that I've been doing for 2 years.
Riggs is stealing your material.
Everyone steals from
He
you.
wants to
Everyone.
play. I would venture to guess Masturbator doesn't play golf.
No, he invited me to be his partner at member guest next year at Winghaven.
Oh.
So I'm in. I guess maybe I'll get to meet the Winghaven board member. Where does that stand with you, Chairman? Aren't you going on a date with them?
I didn't hear from him yesterday.
Ah!
Shocked. Getting shy.
Shocking.
I don't bite.
I'd hate to see you get ghosted.
No, I'd hate to do that to Masturbator because that seems to be the best part of his day is
sending screenshots of you sleeping?
Yeah, and going off on the foundation and other things. So
run him out of town.
Whatever makes you happy, just continue. I just aim to please.
And you did not fall asleep.
No, that's the power of YouTube. Just wait till I blink and then I got it. Go to the fan page. He's sleeping again.
You were resting your eyes.
Fire him. Bunch of idiots.
Oh, gosh.
Doug.
Not all of them. There's a lot of good people on there.
There you go.
Yeah.
All these jerk-off texters.
Charlie had enough right there. And he turned to auto racing because of the text inbox.
Kinder world.
All right, send your emails in for the Design Air Heating and Cooling email today. This is The Morning After, presented to you by Brown & Crouppen.
Biggie's Restaurant and Bar has been a staple of the community for over 30 years and is serving your favorites like the steak sandwich, waffle fries, and so much more. It's not just the food that's rocking. With a full bar and patio, Biggie's is the perfect spot for lunch, dinner, and a little laughter. Biggie's original hours are back. Open 11 a.m. till midnight, Wednesday, Thursday, and Sunday. And 11 a.m. till 1 a.m. on Friday and Saturday. Check out the full menu at biggiesrestaurant.com and stop in today.
Hey, this is Tim McKernan, and I am here right now with James Carlton of the Carlton State Farm Insurance Agency. I made the switch to start working with you, James. It couldn't have been easier to make that switch to start saving money.
Well, I appreciate that, Tim, and we appreciate your business. Yeah, this is the time to save money. My goodness, we're all feeling it at the grocery store, at the gas pump, etc. So if you've noticed that your insurance rate has gone up, I want to stress how easy it is to get a proposal from us by going online at carltoninsurance.net.
Carlton State Farm Insurance Agency online at carltoninsurance.net.
If you want a first-class, top-of-the-line, high-quality interior remodeling job, you know who I'm going to suggest. Kyer and Thompson. Known for their kitchen and bathroom remodels, Kyer and Thompson is where you go when you want your remodeling job done right the first time. Kyer and Thompson doesn't just do large remodeling jobs. They do plenty of man caves, bars, offices, pretty much anything inside your home. Check out their 10,000-square-foot showroom next to Uncle Bill's Pancake House on Manchester. Let them bring your dream remodel to reality. KyerandThompson.com.
Elevate your performance. Pure Performance is your one-stop shop for all aftermarket modifications. Known for their top quality work and outstanding customer service. It's officially Jeep and Bronco season. Pure Performance carries any accessory for your vehicle, old models to brand new. From sunshades, soft tops, trail doors, to off-road gear like bumpers and light bars, Pure Performance has you covered. Stop by the Pure Performance showroom at 3725 Harry S. Truman Boulevard in St. Charles or visit pureperformance.com. That's PURperformance.com.
Ready to step your game up to the next level? 5P Academy is the place for any high-level 8 to 18-year-old football player. Based in O'Fallon, Missouri, we have national travel, 7-on-7, and flag football teams with professional coaches. Pre-registration for our 2025 season tryouts in November is open now. Come be a part of the championship-winning 5P family. For more details, email info@5pacademy.com or call Dustin at 314-440-8457.
The world's largest sports book in Las Vegas is now right at your fingertips here in Illinois. Hi, I'm Derek Stevens. I'm a lifelong sports bettor, and I'm the owner of Circus Sports. We're excited about launching our Circus Sports app in Illinois. It's sports betting the way it should be, with high betting limits, tight money line splits, exceptional customer service, and more. Download your new bookie today at circusports.com. Start betting like a pro from anywhere in Illinois.
There's nothing more important than the look and feel of your home. So now's the time to make your home your retreat. Replace your tired old windows and doors with Marvin replacement products designed to improve comfort and efficiency. Fisher Window and Door Store, a reputable local company, will guide you through the entire replacement process. Their experts will help you make the right choice for your home, and they'll measure, design, and install your new windows and doors.
Hi, I'm Jim Fisher. Since 1941, the Fisher family has provided you with quality American-made building products, including Marvin Windows and Doors. Come visit one of our showrooms in Brentwood or East Alton, and let us help you increase the value of your home.
Bring that distinct sense of quality to every room with Marvin. Visit Fisher Window and Doors' huge, newly remodeled showroom in Brentwood, or Fisher Lumber in East Alton, Illinois. Quality and comfort starts at Fisher Window and Door. Online at fisherwindow.com.
Hey, this is Tim McKernan. I regret not managing my finances better in my 20s and my 30s, and now I see how crucial it is for achieving major life goals. Mark Hanna with Evergreen Wealth Strategies helps everyday people every day with their finances, discussing cash flow, liquidity, investments, insurance, and tax-efficient strategies. No matter your financial planning stage, Mark will boost your confidence and keep you on track. Learn more at evergreenstl.com.
Equitable Advisors, LLC, member FINRA, a broker-dealer and a SEC registered investment advisor. Equitable Financial Advisors and MI. Evergreen Wealth Strategies is not a registered investment advisor and does not provide tax advice.
Hey you, it's Dr. Pryor. If your mouth's been getting more action from late night pizza than it has from a toothbrush, it's time to come see me. At 100 West Dental, we know how to clean up your act and your smile. Whether it's overdue cleanings, a chipped tooth from a wild weekend, or just getting that fresh, I'm definitely not hungover grin, we got you covered. Look, we know you're not shy, so why shy away from getting your teeth right? Book your free consultation at 100westdental.com and let's give you something to smile about. Because hey, you deserve to be as smooth as Tim's golf swing.
Hi, this is Chris Pondoff from Illinois Recovery Center. As someone who battled alcoholism and addiction for 20 plus years, I understand the dark places you can find yourself stuck in. Alcoholism and substance abuse takes a heavy toll on your body and your mind, but you can overcome it. Start your journey to recovery at the Illinois Recovery Center, a rehab treatment center that provides comprehensive and customized rehabilitation addiction treatment. If you or a loved one are struggling with addiction, please know that there is hope. Visit IllinoisRecoveryCenter.com today.
Hey, if you like the morning after, check out Balloon Party on 101 ESPN, HD1 by the way. It's Sports Talk with Tim McKernan and Ashton Jackson from 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. each weekday, right after the morning after. It's the worst named show in the history of radio, but the content's pretty good, so check it out on 101 ESPN or get the podcast on the TMA app. KPN-TFM HD2, Collinsville, St. Louis. This is TMA All Day.
It's the Brown and Crouppen Morning After.
On KPNT HD2, Collinsville, St. Louis.
Oh, wow. Teen Wolf, Best Picture 85.
I can't believe it.
And this score, I think one was nominated for Best Score.
Yeah, it's Hans Zimmer.
And the title is Boof. Okay. And I think it's when Michael J. Fox and Boof are walking down the street, And he's kind of confessing to her. Or is she confessing to him?
I don't know. I didn't see it.
It's the first time their friendship seemed like it was crossing over into romance. And was it Michael J. Fox who kind of denied Boof?
I didn't see it.
You haven't seen Teen Wolf and you come in here.
No.
Is it the free throw scene where someone's inexplicably standing in front of the person shooting the free
Correct.
throws?
Mick McCarthy. That's Mick McCarthy.
I hate when they try to make a sports movie and clearly no one involved in the movie has any clue how the sport is played. Nobody.
If you're going after Teen Wolf, we probably are going to have to scrap today.
Bill Simmons always talks about that, how they need to hire consultants so that people can be like, hey, this is ridiculous. This would never happen.
Yeah, how hard is it to find someone who can tell you how a sport is played?
Yeah. Often it's continuity errors where the score was 30-25 and then the next minute it's 28-33 but the other direction. Somehow they lost points.
And anytime someone takes a shot in a basketball game, they have to take a tight shot of the basket because heaven forbid any actor actually be able to make a 15-foot jump shot.
Jimmy Chitwood could make them though.
He probably could. Yeah,
I'll make it.
He was really making those free throw or the elbow jumpers.
Yeah, you could tell. He looked like
Yeah, when Gene Hackman was out there talking to him, single shot, no edit, no AI back in 80. I'm going to say 87 on Hoosiers, even though I think it's 88 or 86.
I don't know.
I believe it's 1986.
But you could always edit in the tight shot of the ball going to the basket.
Right. Not Jimmy Chitwood.
But Gene Hackman, Coach Norman Dale to you, was telling Jimmy Chitwood, I don't give a damn if you play. You're not going to leverage me.
Mm-hmm.
Barbara Hershey, she's just not going to go along with this, Jimmy.
She got naked in boxcar Bertha.
Oh, gosh. Can we talk about a basketball movie without getting into nudity?
I'll give you a perfect example of what you're talking about. There was a bowling movie called Dreamer with Tim Matheson. I think it was right after Animal House. And Dick Weber, Bo Burton, I think Earl Anthony were all in the movie. They were also consultants in the movie. And it was the worst. He would throw a runaway Brooklyn. For those that don't know bowling, if you're right-handed, the ball goes to the left side of the head pin, you get a strike.
Mm-hmm.
He's jumping up and down, running it out, sliding. No. If you throw a Brooklyn and you're a professional bowler, you basically apologize to your opponent. I'm sorry, that was terrible.
They don't apologize. If you get a strike out of it, you take it.
Is it like banking in a three?
Yeah.
Banks
like
open.
Yeah, you apologize. You don't run it out and go sliding down the lane and run out of Brooklyn. So those consultants really didn't tell him anything.
That's inside bowling chatter right there.
It's just a movie where you have consultants saying, no, we don't do that on the pro tour. But they did no consulting. They just let it go.
But it was a movie.
Well, yeah, but you just said it. You just said that, you think, can you find somebody to take a shot? Can you teach them how to do that?
Well, in that case, couldn't they just rolled it again until it...
Yeah, you would think so. Yeah, that's not right. Do it again. We're not going to you're not going to run out this Brooklyn. Take another shot and throw a strike.
Mm-hmm.
No, just...
Well,
John Goodman is Babe Ruth.
Oh, that was the absolute worst. The absolute worst.
Yeah,
the movie starts with him hitting a pop fly on the infield so high that no one could catch it, and he was able to run all the way around the bases. Give me a break.
Did you walk out of the theater?
I never went to the theater to see that. Thank God. Wouldn't someone stand up and say, yeah, come on?
Yeah.
The guy was a big enough personality. One of the great sports legends in the history of this country, and you're going to try to convince us that this kind of stuff happened. You don't have to make it up about Babe Ruth.
Well, they do. Yeah, a lot of it's made up because the sports writers didn't write about a lot of stuff back then, so you can just do what you want. Nobody's going to be able to... Like when the original Babe Ruth with William Bendix, which I liked. There's a dog on the field in the middle of a game with the little kid sitting there, and it's a ground ball and hits the dog. He leaves the game to go to the hospital with the dog.
Right.
That didn't happen.
No.
But it's a cute little story.
But we did have a squirrel here at our stadium.
Won a World Series.
Raleigh squirrel.
What pitcher was on the mound when that happened?
Oh, hard-throwing right-hander.
That's correct.
I think we all know that.
Octavio?
No.
Even though he embraced it the most.
He did. He would always go... And that was supposed to be a squirrel sound, but squirrels don't really sound like that.
No.
Yeah, that's like a little gerbil scratching.
One more time.
Scratch the gerbil.
One more time.
They make like grunting sounds when they're chasing each other.
Was it Zipchinski?
No.
Is a reliever starter?
Can we have initials,
Did
please?
he play for the Phillies?
R.
Roy Oswalt.
Oh, Chairman Kurtz.
Oh, yeah. I forgot that the Cardinals were up to bat.
It wasn't Schumacher that hit him?
Aye.
Yeah, that I remember.
And Iggy's got him managing the Cardinals next year.
I do.
Did he get fisted or do the fisting?
Oh, my
Got
goodness.
fisted by Kyle Loesch.
Yeah, Loesch was. He always denied it, but there's a picture of him doing it at home plate.
Kind of looked like a human popsicle.
Oh, it wasn't that bad.
It was. There was a picture of his fist right up his butt.
Oh,
You know what they call a popsicle in England?
What?
Ice lolly.
Oh, I love that. Doug, you have to love that.
Ice lolly?
Yeah.
Ice lolly.
I don't care for it.
I kind of like it.
Somebody says Gene Steckschulte was the original fister. Is that true?
I don't know. He was earlier than that.
Did he play for the Cardinals?
Pitcher.
Didn't he hit a home run in his first
He did,
Major
back when
League at
pitchers
bat?
hit.
And Keith McDonald hit 2 to start his Major League career.
Pitchers who rake.
Chris Richard, didn't he do that as well?
I think so. Outfielder. Yeah.
I saw him play when I was working in Little Rock. Banging in Little Rock.
Yeah, he was supposed to be a big star, they thought, coming up. But
Chris Richard?
Never really materialized.
Whose Cardinal pitcher has the most home runs, Wainwright or Gibson?
Probably Gibson.
Yeah, double digits, I think.
Could be Bob Force, too. He's a very good hitter.
Yeah, he was.
Came
Joaquin
up,
Edor.
started as a third
He would
base.
take an aggressive cut.
Yes, he would. All or nothing with him.
Another trivia question for your balloon party.
Jackson, how about that?
It's a little too good. Cardinal pitcher with the most home runs.
I'd guess Gibson.
This is most home runs allowed. You want to take a stab at that for 2024?
Oh, that must
Sonny
be.
Gray?
No.
Oh, just for this year?
Lance Lynn's given up a few.
This year or career?
This year.
Michaelis.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Boo hiss on me for not getting that.
Okay, most home runs hit by a Cardinal, and I have to pay $20 a month to find out.
Oh.
It's worth it.
I do love Stat Muse, but I'm not paying $20 a month.
I would guess Gibson. He was here for so long. Always batted. And he's a very good hitter.
This can't be right.
What's it say?
Well, I think this is home runs allowed, not home runs.
Gibson hit 24.
24, Doug.
Yeah. Did you pay $20 to get that info?
Nah.
All right, you're better than I am.
Yeah, you got dunked on, posterized.
Big time. Bob Gibson, number 1. 24. Bob Force with 12.
Nice, Doug.
Adam Wainwright with 10. Bill Schertle with 9. Dizzy Dean with 8.
There you go.
Okay. Anybody miss the pitchers not batting?
Yes.
You do?
Yeah, absolutely.
Not like the actual act of them batting.
I
but
like the strategy surrounding it. But hey, this country's buzzing about these pennant races.
Joaquin Andahar had 2 home runs.
One of them.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
God, I felt like he was a guy, but he would swing so hard he'd fall over and his helmet would fly off.
Career average of 115.
Banty Rooster. Doug, he was one tough Dominican, though.
Yeah, he was Banty.
How about this? Who's Doug? Do you know a guy named Don Durham? Does that name ring a bell?
Don Durham?
He had 14 at bats for the Cardinals, and he bat 500 as a pitcher.
I remember Bull Durham.
Great movie. My favorite baseball movie.
The first baseman, he was part of the trade for Bruce Sutter.
Okay.
But not Don, it wasn't Don Durham, I don't think.
You talking about Leon Durham?
Yeah. I was
Bull
thinking
Durham?
Leon Durham.
Eventually with the Cubs, Doug, ground ball through Durham's legs.
Didn't they trade him in the Bruce Sutter deal?
He was drafted in 1970 by the Cardinals.
Yeah. Leon or Don?
Don, he pitched 1 season with the Cardinals, 1 season with Texas, and that wrapped it up.
Yeah, I don't remember him. I do remember Leon. He was a decent player.
He's going to be with us on Balloon Party today.
Okay.
If you have any questions.
All right.
There's a Cardinal named Kid Gleason.
Oh, they had some great names back in the early years.
He was born in 1866.
Yeah. Oh, gosh.
There's baseball records that happened like 10 years after the Civil War.
Mm-hmm.
Can't have, like the guy who pitched the most wins in the season has like 59 wins in the season. Can't crack that.
It must have been they'd carry 2 or 3 pitchers.
Or pitched every game.
And just throw the ball, like slow pitch softball. Just throw it in there. Dead ball, we'll try to catch it. That had to be happening with Cy Young, right?
Yeah, 100%.
Just throw it.
You can't lead in both wins and losses, and yeah.
You just couldn't possibly pitch that much, throwing it as hard as you can.
My dad just texts me sometimes Andahar with bat left-handed, and he hit that grand slam as a lefty.
Yeah.
So he just chews. Nice to have. Jackson, why don't you tell me about Mark Hanna?
I'd be happy to. I love Mark Hanna. He's a wonderful guy. He doesn't swing too hard when he talks to you. No,
Nice.
he doesn't.
Tie it in.
He swings just the right amount.
Blend.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing right here. Mark Hanna can talk to you, the individual, give you a breakdown of what the plan could be, what will help you going forward, some great strategies. And then if you have to get on the phone with Mark and change up the plan, you know you always can. He loves talking to his clients. I've spoken with him before around noonish one day. He told me for the rest of the day, all he had was talking to his clients, and he couldn't wait to do it because he really does love helping people. He presents Jeremy Rutherford during the Blues hockey season. That's another great guy. There's great synergy between those two because they're both wonderful guys who have a ton of knowledge and know how to convey their message to their clients/readers. That's just what they do. Love Mark Hanna. Call Mark Hanna today.
314-889-0503. Doug, that's the number if you want to call him. 314-889-0503.
He's probably the Bob Gibson of financial analysts.
Wow.
He can pitch and he's a good hitter. He knows stocks and bonds.
EvergreenSTL.com, and he just texted the show and said, well played.
Oh, did he?
It's always listening. He sees you when you're sleeping. He knows when you're awake. Mark Hanna does.
He knows when you've been bad or good, so
be good for goodness sake. Hey.
Tim, will JR be back on this season? Yes, he will.
Yep.
There's actually an email from our sales staff and Mark Hanna. I think he's starting on next 2 Wednesdays.
Yeah.
Doug, the Blues open up on a Tuesday afternoon in Seattle, and Jackson is heated about that. He loves to make fun of that.
A Tuesday afternoon start? What don't you like about that? Busman special?
Might be the weirdest thing I've ever heard.
Yeah, it is weird. I'll give you that.
So weird.
It's Canadian Thanksgiving.
Bully. That's what I say.
My favorite thing about the league is that training camp opens today and they start playing games Saturday. I love that. They could do that in baseball too.
Totally. I mean, isn't spring training just like a big stretching session?
It's a thing where you hang out for an hour and then you go play Medalist or Bears Club, Trump National.
Like you compare NFL training camps where guys are trying to avoid heat exhaustion and sweating and trying to make the team, and then spring training for baseball is essentially like a big yoga fest.
Yeah.
The way that Jim Edmonds got involved with this show was we would be sitting there doing the program, and this was when Martin was on the show, and he would walk by and he'd go, "You guys probably don't have anybody listening." And he'd just walk back and forth and take shots while we were talking. And then we said, "Well, why don't you come over here?" And he sat down. And then I think LaRusso walked in from hitting fungos. He always would have that bat.
Oh, yeah.
And he just looked and he kind of stood and stared. And the team's out there walking out and Edmonds is sitting at the table with us, which shows the intensity of the workouts.
I think he knew he was probably going to be the starting center fielder regardless of what happened that day during rag ball.
Rag ball.
Well, spring training now is a big business for those towns down there.
You better believe
That's
it.
why they have it, I guess. Football training camp isn't what it used to be either. It used to
Dick
be
Vermeil had people throwing up left and right.
Yeah. They used to do
Dixie.
2-a-days and be really rough, and now they
got rid of all that. You can't do 2-a-days anymore.
Yeah.
Probably for the right reasons.
There was a time I was looking at the old football Cardinals records from a few years ago. There was a time when they played 7 preseason games.
Holy crap.
Jesus.
7 of them.
Where were the football players? You probably weren't here for them, were you? But where
No,
was
I
their
didn't
camp?
work here. Some of it was out at Lindenwood, I think. I think some of it was. And I think they'd go somewhere in Illinois.
The Cardinals did? I know the Rams went to Macomb.
Yeah.
And those were fun trips?
I never did them.
Oh, you never did it either?
But
wow, I
no,
guess.
they left in 87. I got back here in 88.
No, I'm talking about the Rammies.
Rams.
Oh, the
trips to
Rams were in Macomb for
yeah.
a while.
Did you take those trips?
Oh, yeah.
Fun?
I never did it.
Not much fun, no. 3 hours, but straight north, through the cornfield. And you can just imagine the players going back and forth driving 100 miles an hour on those roads.
Tony Bank brought his dog Felony,
Right.
and that was a controversial.
Didn't go over that well.
The dog's name was Felony?
That's right.
That's funny.
It's like a pit bull. It didn't go over that well.
They
It went well in the STL Today comment section.
They made him stay in the dormitories too, and Orlando Pace and people were just bitch. Half my feet are hanging off the bed. We can't sleep in these things.
They used to allow the media to eat with the players. They'd have
The players loved that. They were
huge
excited.
spread with any kind of food you can imagine.
Oh yeah, T-bone steaks.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I told this story, but I'm not going to give the player's name, but we were checking into our hotel, and as the person was bringing us to our room, he goes, "Oh, you guys are from St. Louis for the Rams?" "Yeah, we cover them." You'll be happy to know one of their players just left this room with a whore.
Oh, gosh.
But there is nothing like seeing the media eat.
Oh.
Here you are.
She was a hoo-ah, Tony.
Oh, well.
Ooh,
That was a
somebody
bad
just
place.
flushed the toilet right next to us, meaning their bowels were open for
No.
business.
You know what else is open for business, Tim? Circus Sports.
Ah, Jackson, what a blend.
World's #1 sports book. Let's take a look at some of these college lines, Doug. You can bet on with Circa. Mizzou, minus 20.5. It's gone down to 20.5 against Vandy. Boston College, red bandana game, taking on Michigan State.
You like the Golden Eagle.
Minus 6.5.
Oh, it's down under a touchdown, Doug. Now, do you allocate a little more of your bankroll on the Golden Eagle?
I don't know. What's
That
a
place is going to be up for snatch grabs in Chestnut Hill on Saturday night.
What's a red bandana game?
If you want, they actually
Great feature.
Yeah.
On Tom Rinaldi, ESPN, on a student who played lacrosse at Boston College, who was exiting the World Trade Center on September 11th. He would always carry a red bandana with him, and he found some people, escorted him to safety down all the flights of stairs, and then went back up for more and never returned. And it's a hell of a feature on ESPN. Major recommendation. I watched it again last week.
And to honor him, once a year they play a game where they wear it's like a red bandana kind of accents all over their uniforms.
Oh, that's nice.
It's a very cool, and they almost always win those games. Just a little heads up.
Mm-hmm.
So they're taking on Michigan State. Can Florida State get out of the losing streak? They haven't got a win yet. They take on Cal, who beat Auburn. Florida State's a 2.5-point favorite at Doak.
Yeah, they got Cal. That's a classic ACC showdown.
Right. These teams have been playing each other since never.
And then the first big SEC showdown is Tennessee heads to Norman, Tennessee as a touchdown
Norman,
favorite.
Tennessee. Let's get
Where's
our accent.
Norman, Tennessee?
Norman, Oklahoma.
Come on,
It's a neutral
Bill.
site team.
They head to Norman, Tennessee. Norman, period, Tennessee.
Boy, it didn't sound like it to me.
Didn't at all.
To Norman,
Didn't at all.
period.
Didn't at all.
Tennessee is a 7-point favorite
Spin.
heading to Norman.
Is this a night game?
I think it's a 2:30, isn't it?
I mean, that's why I
Show
asked.
prep asked Jackson.
That's good. You're saving me some time.
They take that's 6:30. 6:30 kick. 6:30
Doug, are
kick.
you going boomer?
6:30 kick.
I mean, they're not happy with Josh Heupel down there.
No.
And then USC is at Michigan. That's a 5.5. USC is a 5.5 points favorite at the Big House.
Is USC for real?
Is Michigan that bad? I don't know. We'll find out.
Does that mean Texas is that good?
We're gonna to Texas.
Steve Sarkisian building the Tuscaloosa of Texas. Oh,
yeah. All these plays and more available on the Circa Sports app. Take a look at some other Illinois sports book. I think you're going to like the lines over at Circa More. If you or someone you know have a problem with gambling, call 1-800-GAMBLER or text ILGAMB to 833-234.
Jackson, give the people a play. Give them a play. What is your play? What is your 5-star play?
I kind of.
While you're looking, Texas, Texas will not cover 36.5.
And who are they playing again?
I forgot.
ULM.
Well, you got to know who they're playing to make that statement.
Monroe, right?
No, I saw the line, and I said they're going to coming off that win. They're home. They got a cream puff. They're not going to be up for the game. They're not going to cover it.
There you go, Doug.
Okay, I just wish we knew who they were playing.
Louisiana Monroe.
Oh, I got one for
I
you.
knew it was a cream puff.
James Madison plus 10.5 at UNC.
You like Jimmy Madison?
I like the Dukes. Give me the Dukes plus 10.5.
Wow, very obscure. The Sharps must be on it.
Give me the Dukes plus 10.5. I don't know a single player on their team. I just know I like the Dukes plus 10.5.
Wow.
For no reason at all.
No, I got a reason. It's my reason, though.
What is it?
It's proprietary.
Yeah, it is proprietary.
It means you don't have a reason.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have a reason for you.
Oh!
There you go. Play those two games in a little parlay and let Jackson and I wet our beaks if you want any money.
Good one. Thanks for interrupting. Brian Henshin.
Oh,
you're welcome. I was giving him time to look up the lines.
I appreciate you.
What is the number again on Tennessee? Is it a 7 or is it 6?
Tennessee is a 7-point favorite. It seems like the public's going to be all over the Vols.
That's why
Minus
you know where
7.
I am.
But the sharp
it's a
money might be all
night
over it,
game.
too. That's the only problem. Sharps might be on it too. Like I just don't know if Tennessee might be really good. I kind of want Oklahoma to win.
Do you?
Gabe wrote about this I think it was yesterday. Doug, was it in the Macadoodles mailbag?
I don't know where it was.
Macadoodles.
That's where I used to get all my booze in college.
Sponsor the mailbag.
Yeah, that's where I get my booze.
That if you're a Missouri fan, you can say I hate Oklahoma, and it goes back to Barry Switzer's skull pounding them. No. Do you play Oklahoma this year? Yes. Do you play Tennessee this year? No. You cheer for the teams that you're playing on your schedule. So you want Oklahoma to be better. This was the same reason I gave Gary Pinkel in his kitchen 7 years ago that he should have been cheering for Kansas in 2007. Now he says he wasn't. I would never cheer for Kansas.
Yeah, he's got to say that.
But I think deep down he knew it was a good thing that those Rock Chalk Jayhawks were undefeated. Because otherwise, if they're a 3-loss team, it's like, okay, you beat Kansas. Doesn't matter. Undefeated, number 2 Kansas, different situation. You want Oklahoma to somehow be undefeated when they come to Columbia on November 9th. Now, do I think it's going to happen? No.
The public is all over Tennessee.
I would think.
So is the money, though.
It puts me to the test. First SEC game ever. Night game, Norman, Oklahoma.
They're going to be coming out. I mean, it's going to be a raucous atmosphere.
Well, if it were a day game, an 11 o'clock game, might not feel this way, Doug. Is Iggy still watching Caleb Williams stick it up? That guy looked like he thought he was on the Falcons the other night when he threw about 3 passes right to them. That's from Wedding Tech.
Yeah, he's been bad the first 2 games.
They didn't play the Falcons.
I didn't say they did. I just said
No, I'm saying this guy. They played the Texans.
Yeah, they haven't. He hasn't looked good in the first 2 games, but he's a rookie. Would you expect him to go out there and look like Joe Namath?
They're already talking about trading Bryce Young. Yeah, strange deal.
I think you could put like prime Namath in behind the center.
I'm telling you, I think we might be witnessing an all-timer with the Carolina Panthers in 2024.
Namath was a bad example. Prime Montana.
Nice. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the Design, Air, Heating, and Cooling email today. Konnichiwa, my cute radio stars. I hope all is well on this glorious September morning and ask you of a request. You like that, Doug? And ask you of a request.
I guess I don't mind it.
Firstly, this email is not a humble brag, as I am not humbling myself. I'm just straight bragging that I am waiting on my connection to Tokyo in the wonderful MSP airport. Weird Lambert doesn't have a direct flight. Upon my return flight, I plan on listening to 6 straight days of TMA over the 13 and a half hours, and I request that you all really play the hits. Can we get some Ken Space talk? Maybe a Doug rant about his fantasy football team falling apart in the playoffs or missing the playoffs. Maybe bring back a Zach Zane article or give that high school kid Kai Iggy's in love with a call. Or ask thought-provoking questions like who had the first kid or who took the first poop. Basically just a solid string of 18 dumb talk segments to make a tall drink of water who's too big for an airplane to sleep really happy while he binge listens to TMA for 13 and a half hours. Pretty please, with Tim's greatness on top. That's kisses. That's from 0 days since yanking it to Pitbull.
0 days to Pitbull.
This article comes from Planet University. Oh, that's new?
He's new.
This article comes from planetuniversity.edu. This week, scientists from university discovered something that could change the fabric of humanity as we know it. Scientists took gerbils and made them believe in different religions. Then they suffocated the gerbils in a dark hole scientists refer to as Bill's Hole. Then they observed which gerbils experienced the glory of the afterlife. Well, the results are in, and we finally figured out which religion is right, and scientists have proven there is a God. One scientist said, my money is on the Aztec gerbil. He thick, boy. This science thing is really getting interesting. It'll be interesting to see how it all shakes out. Subscribe for access to the full article. Article from James Thomas Bingstone.
That was the guy's name?
Yeah.
James Thomas Bingstone? Bingstone. Well, he's new.
The U.S. Cavalry failed at the Little Bighorn because General Custer had flaws. That's why TMA will never fail, because Tim is a leader without any flaws. But this email is about the first time I saw man-on-man mouth play. 1983, Johnson Shut-In State Park, Reynolds County bake sale. Safety officer Ricky bought a big batch of cupcakes. Hey guys, where's Butchie? Sorry, Mr. Dawson. Butchie got suspended for passing around those Polaroids with him and shop teacher Glenn. So he's not going to make your guys date. Brought brought a butchy clone. As he looked intrigued, he threw some knowledge at us. You boys be careful. Don't go chasing waterfalls. Please stick to the rivers and the lakes that you're used to. I know that you're going to have it your way or nothing at all, but I think you're moving too fast. Well, that scared Butchie too. So they went to his car to quote-unquote talk. Took about 30 seconds for it to turn into an end-of-summer romance. I looked over and safety officer Ricky was finger-feeding the duplicate twin those cupcakes. As he licked his fingers clean, we could all see through the top of the Jeep that Ricky had a giant chubby. He grabbed Butchie 2 by his ears.
Butchie 2.
And pulled him in. He started playing his skin flute.
Okay.
Safety officer Ricky was already moist. So it was damn erotic for all of us as the squishy sounds echoed throughout the river gully during the granulated sugar-filled skull banging. And that's the story when I found out you could have your cake and eat him too.
Oh.
That's from a guy with first name Cho, C-H-O.
Cho, okay.
And then the last name's Connet.
Cho Koné. It's French, Tim. Cho Koné.
I love when the Deus tackles science. It's my favorite segments, especially with a random Cardinal score update dropped in the middle of it that is professional journalism. And I learned that science experiments, which led to breakthroughs, are stupid. But it's way less creepy than when Boobies McCinema launches into his desperate need for nudity, immediately assuming that a movie will be PG-13 in order to complain about it. Some Shooter McGavin, the vice president of elusive fall gathering ponds.
Shooter McGavin, vice president of Fall Gathering Ponds.
Like most listeners, I had to tap out around 7:30 this morning. TMA is best consumed in very small doses thanks to the unhinged ramblings of confused senior citizen. Here are a few of my favorite quotes from the part of the show I was able to stomach. You guys want to hear a cute little pasta story about how I was mentioned in the newspaper 30 years ago? This question was followed by dead air as the host gawked with disbelief. Why is it creepy if I rank the hottest WNBA coaches? At this point, ear-piecing nose whistles and a flurry of wet coughs rattled my car speakers before the incoherent rambling continued. We had our fall gathering yesterday, and I don't want to brag, but I'm in charge of tablecloth. More dead air as the host stare. I didn't even know where the event was being held, and I had to stop for directions 3 times because I've never heard of Google Maps. More heavy panting like a dog in heat. Quick question, we turn the clocks back this weekend? Oh, that's not for another 7 weeks? I thought it was in a few days. All I can say is wow. I'll check back in tomorrow to see if you clowns have come up with anything even mildly amusing. That's enough for today. It's JV Golf Coach.
JV Golf Coach.
And finally, Sadie Hawkins, Doug, the Cardinals won their 3rd game in a row but remain 7 games back with 10 to play and should be mathematically eliminated before the end of the homestand. Some diabolical face painter on the fan page won $20,000 on DraftKings. The guy who our producer thinks is the most attractive listener is not happy about Libby Jack liking a movie the attractive guy probably hasn't even seen. But I think the lead is that Iggy was forking pasta with figure skating champion Ty Babylonia at a long-shuttered Westport eatery 40 years ago. Ours is the type of presentation where a 26-year-old out-of-work lesbian firefighter from Brooklyn feels free to drop in at any time and follow up on Who Stole Tim's Hat, talk kink stores, while estimating that 95% of women are lesbians, only for the guy who is not on the fan page to ask if the fan page can pass the collection plate around like they did for the penis Christmas light girl to fly this last to St. Louis so he can creep on her in person. Let's say you went to Brown and you floated a scenario where someone pays $1 million to Angelina Jolie's gynecologist to provide some of her cells in order to make another her and then take that $1 million clonagina home. Would that be more or less creepy than asking a married woman who just spurned your advances whether you can watch her have sex with her husband? That's from Buck Swope, and that's what we have for the Design Air Heating and Cooling email today.
There were a few good ones there. I don't know. I think I'll go with the JV Golf Coach.
JV Golf Coach was good. Who was the one before that that was looking for a pond?
Shooter McGavin.
Shooter McGavin.
Yeah, Vice President of Fall Gathering Ponds.
I think I'm going to go with Swope.
Oh.
I think we had a lot of great contenders today, but I'm going JV Golf Coach.
Are you really?
JV Golf Coach is one. The Design Air Heating and Cooling email today. Jackson, I got to go. We're real late. Bye.
Okay.
Introducing the first ever TMA Banty Brew, a 16-ounce canned wheat ale with orange and coriander and an image of all 4 TMA boys across the front.